How y'all doing? Let's see. Can you guys hear me? I'm not sure. Let's see. Yes or no? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Not sure. No? Yes? Anybody? Okay, cool. Cheers, everyone. Happy Monday night, guys. Good to be back home from an amazing trip up to the great up north. Michigan was awesome. The weather was absolutely perfect up there, and got to meet up with some great folks that live up there as well. So really nice to be able to hang out with them. And we stayed in two beautiful Airbnbs, and we'll get into the Michigan trip, but obviously Green River has dropped. I think we're all very excited to get this bottle into your guys' hands. This is a fantastic bottle of whiskey here. As you saw on our Patreon page, a handful of us put quite the hurting on the bottle that evening. But well worth it. Katie, Jeff, and I, we're able to sit down and kind of go through our notes and all that kind of stuff. So before we get too deep into the woods here, let me say hi to a couple people here in chat. Katie Turk, cheers, Katie. Hope to have you guys on here shortly. Send the link to you guys, and I'm going to post the link in the chat here as well. Randall Erickson, cheers, my friend. Good to see you, buddy. I have to ask you, how tall is your husband? He towers over everyone. Ethan is tall, very tall. Roger Reese, cheers, man. Good to see you, buddy. The majority of all your guys' samples that you won are out. I do have the other patron samples that are going to those of you who are in those tiers. You'll be getting those samples here shortly. I had to grab a couple bottles and get those filled up. So I got my new box of sample bottles. It's good to go. I'll get those guys out to you here soon. Slapshot, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Glad you are here. Josh Fritz. Josh Fritz was up there in Michigan. Got to hang out with him for a while at the Evernorth Pick and then Cigar Lounge there for a little while. Great guy. Hopefully we get to meet up again soon. Douglas Papa, cheers, man. Good to see you. Let's see. Randall, I wonder if the open mic will be silent again. Whatever, Randall. Get out of here. Top Jimmy, cheers, man. Top Jimmy. That's my guy right there, man. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, Toby. Roger Reese became a member. Cheers, man. Thank you, bud. I was going to cheers you with this sign. Sean Holgrove, what's up, bud? The Ed Williams is in the house. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you. Cheers, Top Dog. You be in the background tonight making dinner. All good. Jamaican Top Dog. Chris Jenkins, what's up, bud? Cheers, man. Enjoy the sample guys in the house. Cheers. Richie Z is here. Loud and proud, Richie Z. Now there's no sound. I don't got any sound now. Oh, man. Tim Cornet, cheers. How was your time here? My time was good. It was actually great. And I'll get into that here in a little bit. Can you guys still hear me? Yes, no? Cheers, y'all. Major Zero, cheers, buddy. Kenneth Clark, what's up, man? Kenneth Clark's in the house. Let's see. Show me the proof. Cheers. Good to see you. Bourbon Jerk. What's up, buddy? Got to hang out with Tom for a couple days. That was great. Renee Peach, cheers. Good to see you. Eric Gunderson's in the house. What's going on, man? Cheers, my friend. We got some people slowly kind of rolling in here as well. I thought I was a member of Shane. It's all good, Roger. Still here. Okay, Tom, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Got sound here. Sound is good now. Awesome. Okay. Let's see here. Shanley. Okay. Awesome. And we still got some people rolling in. We're going to have the Hello Again Whiskey Friends crew popping in here. I think Darrell and Kelsey, hopefully Adam. Ethan and Katie hopping on here. But yeah, guys. So as you know, for most of you who know, if you're patrons of Drifting Drams, Hello Again Whiskey Friends, or myself, these bottles are being run through Patreon right now. I don't know how many we have left, but I know that the pit crew picked up a handful of these, but I really want to get these into your guys' hands. So tonight, I'm actually going to be doing 2 giveaways. I've entered all my Patreon members that are eligible for the bottle giveaway. I put them into a wheel already. I'm going to be giving away 2 bottles tonight. One of the bottles is going to be the Copper and Cask pick that we just got done with last. And then the next bottle is going to be a bottle of this Green River. So I'm going to be giving away 2 of those bottles to 2 different Patreon members here a little bit later on. Again, all the names are already in the wheel. So let's see. All right, cool. I'll wait till the rest of the crew hops on, and then we can all kind of drink together and go through this. This has been out now for probably 30 minutes now, just sitting. I didn't take a sip of it or anything yet, so I just wanted to see how much the air would change it. Let me just see if these guys are hopping on here really quick. All right, Turks will be on shortly. Let's see. That's really weird. Interesting. Okay. All right. But cheers, y'all, again. Thank you all for being here this Monday night. I'm going to raise my glass to you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being great supporters. Next month, guys, the channel hits 6 years. It's pretty crazy. 6 years next month. I will say it's gone by extremely fast. I've grown extremely slow, but the support from you guys all along is what really matters. So thank you all for being supporters, watching me here on Monday night, just ramble on and talk shit. But cheers to y'all. Love you guys. Holy shit. God, that is, man. So that got dark. So I said, it's been sitting out for like 30 minutes now. The cherry, the baking spices, all sitting there mingling together. But now there's a little bit of a note that I didn't get before. And that's like a little bit of like a pecan. It's almost like a cherry baking spice crumble pecan coffee cake. I was not getting that note before, but that is damn good. That's how Jimmy says, congratulations. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Come a long way. So even though we lose sound and picture every now and again, yeah, it happens. It happens. What's going on, Marty? Cheers, man. What's up, Jigs? Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. Dan, have you ever been to the part of Michigan? I'm in Northwest Ohio. I can tell you that is a beautiful part of the region. No, I don't think I've been to that part of Michigan, where we were anyway, not to Grand Rapids. I know I've flown into Detroit before when I was younger, but not. I was young enough to where I don't really remember a lot of it. Because I know then my dad used to work in Chicago sometimes, so I think I'd fly. I forget where I flew into. Again, it was a long time ago, but I was not where we were staying. I had never been. So really nice area. I mean, again, the Airbnbs were gorgeous. The houses were super nice where we were. There was this big jacuzzi tub, and I told myself and I told everybody there I was going to get in it at some point, and I didn't. I'm really disappointed in myself because I really wanted to hop in that jacuzzi tub. It was massive. They probably could have fit 3 or 4 of us in there. But I didn't get a chance to, unfortunately. So let's see. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Cheers to you. Diamond Dave Vogel saying, what's up, buddy? Cheers, man. Mark B, what's up, buddy? Cheers, man. I need to reach out to you about something. Damn, it's awesome. I appreciate that, Tim. Thank you, man. Yep, Tim and I met. Goodness, where'd we go? We were 21090, and then went to Jimmy's Famous Seafood. I think it was. I think it's where we went. Let's see. Oh, there goes Jimmy. Jimmy, that's so generous of you, man. Thank you for that. What is the code to enter on Sealbox to buy the Green River? It's actually just River. It's RIVER. So it's in lowercase. I don't know if that makes a difference. If it's for some reason it's not working. But the password is River, RIVER. And there is no limit. Tim Cornett was gifted a membership by Top Jimmy. Mary S. was gifted a membership. The Pecker House was gifted a membership. Bourbon Retriever was gifted a membership. Life of the Patio was gifted a membership, all by Top Jimmy. B. Ryan was gifted a membership by Top Jimmy. Keith P. Michael Bortner. Nick Foles. That's extremely generous, man. Mike Red 5 standing by was gifted a membership. Cheers, man. Thank you for that, Top Jimmy. Much appreciated, brother. Not like you to miss out on getting in a hot tub with the boys. Hey, man, I'm not shy. I'll get in. You should have seen the air. You should have seen the hot tub. Like, I told myself I needed to get in it, and for some reason I didn't. Let's see. Mark B says he bought 3 Green Rivers. I'm telling you, man, this Green River is good. I'm very curious to see what happens to it when it can get some air. Because that pecan note, it's very faint. But that pecan note I was not getting, but having this sit out for about 30 minutes, it kind of appeared there, like right behind those baking spices that are on this thing. And the nose is like this dark cherry cola, like rhubarb, like pie. It's crazy. I need a hot tub. Oh, Roger, you're not kidding, man. I've wanted one of those hot tub, like with the power jets for the longest time. But I regret not getting in that tub. I really do. I gifted a bottle of Green River single barrel store pick, 123.6 proof. It's fantastic. Dave, I think that's the proof on this. Oh no, this is 126.8. 123.6 is actually the proof of our the New Holland that we did. That's right. It looked familiar. I don't know if that's what it's going to be when it actually gets bottled, but and we'll talk about all that once everybody gets to hop on and share their experiences. I was, my brother. I wasn't even watching. Got gifted a membership. Thanks, boss. Well, there you go, Nick. You're a member now, buddy. Cheers, man. The older I get, the hot tubbier I get. I'm right there with you. This pick is killer. It's a buy a backup a few times over. You're not kidding, man. I ordered a handful and then I was like, you know what? Maybe, just in case there's somebody who's not able to get one. I did post it. I think all of us posted the workaround for any states that don't, that DC doesn't ship to. There is a workaround and all that where you can send them your label and blah, blah, blah. But I bought extras for the fact of, I always take one of our picks and I just stash it away. I put it in a bunker. And then, I'll drink one, I'll have a backup or two. And then I like to try to give some away. So like I said, tonight, to the patrons, again, who are eligible for the giveaway, the entries, one's going to go to, one Copper and Cast is going to go to someone, and then one Green River is going to go to someone as well. Once I get them. Richie Z, thank you for that, man. much appreciated for posting that link. Say grab them up, guys, because I think was it Wednesday? I think Wednesday they go to the free tier, and then they go public after that. So not sure how many have sold or how, I have no idea yet. But Travis Robeson, cheers, man. I've become a pro at the seal box workaround. Yeah, it can be a pain in the ass sometimes, man. I know. So we actually got 3 bottles of these preview bottles overnighted up to Michigan at to Tom's house, Bourbon Jerk's house. And then when we met up, he brought them with him, and then we had them, and that's when we were able to try them up there. So, man, that Copper and Cask pick is freaking awesome, dude. Yeah, yeah, it's really good. I still have a box of 4 sitting like right over there. So, and I think I have one down here somewhere too. I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to get all that floor whiskey again, and I'm gonna have to do something about it. It's too much, man. Speaking of the whiskey friends, we have the one, the only. There he is. What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy. Doing really good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you feeling?
Still pretty tired, but
yeah,
all right.
It's a lot of catching up to do, man. We we'll talk about our late night, early morning shenanigans here at some point, but we're just sitting here talking about a lot of people talking about the pick, and Eric was saying how this is a buy a backup twice over type of pick, and I completely agree with that. So Jeff, I drank this. I had this sitting out for probably 30 minutes prior because I was entering people's names into the wheel of names, and now I'm starting to pick up a very subtle pecan note behind the baking spices. So it's become this like a cherry baking spice pecan coffee cake is kind of what I'm starting to pick up on this now. And I didn't get that before, but I got it now, and it's very interesting.
All right, I'm gonna pour it. I'm gonna do a bulb glass this time so I can really get into the nose, and then we can show everybody the bottle.
Yes. Hold on one second. Let me zoom in on you. Come on. There we go. That's the bottle, guys. There it is.
Dan, you're missing an important detail here.
What? Oh, you finished it? Jesus, dude.
The bottom of it. Look.
Oh, it cracked?
It cracked at some point. It must have been in the transit, or maybe it was just like that and it got worse.
Oh man, how much did you lose?
Not much, but I do have a horseshoe like imprint on my bar from when the proof sat there overnight. I'll send you a picture of it later.
That's bad. Oh man. Oh, so you were able to pour it into that?
Oh yeah, I got plenty.
That's a big boy sample.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Jeff Wack is in house. Everybody's saying hi to Jeff. So was there at least a sober evening? No. Well, no. Actually, no, there was not. Well, no.
Friday wasn't bad from an evening standpoint.
Which night?
Friday wasn't bad from an evening standpoint.
No, well, it wasn't, but we were definitely drinking. We were definitely drinking that night. Yeah, I would say that was probably the most chill night that we probably had was Friday.
I think so.
Did the cork have a crack? Says Travis. No. Yeah. So yeah, Friday night was a lot of fun. That's when we stayed at the Airbnb on the west side of Michigan and Grand Rapids. Because then we went to New Holland the next day. Luckily, New Holland was a 12 o'clock pick, and we weren't far, right? That was a pretty short drive, correct?
From Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
From the airport? Yeah, we were pretty close there.
Yeah.
Everything was kind of 20 minutes at the Grand Rapids side, it felt like.
Yeah. Yeah, that was but New Holland was a lot of fun. like I said, we had Dunny. Dunny was there. He came for the pick, and we had Tom, Bourbon Jerk, and then Katie, Ethan, Adam, myself, Jeff, Kelsey. So that was a lot of fun going through and meeting the Pete, the master distiller. I tell you, he's one of those guys, man. You can just talk to him, just nerd out with him, and he'll just go. So I think Jeff's are you guys gonna wind up getting with him at some point?
Yeah, get him on ours or get him on yours. We'll find. Yeah. We'll get him one way or another. We'll see what works better for him.
Travis says, I will say this, after your Evernorth pick, Adam started texting me, and I was interested in all. That's all I could say. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, some stuff. We'll wait for the rest of the folks to pop on. I don't know if Darrell's going to pop on or not, but Tom Black 06 from the Bourbon Hall crew. Cheers, man. Thanks for stopping in.
It's even better in that glass, man.
No, it smells better, you said?
Oh, it just amplifies everything.
Dude, it's so like rich and dense on the nose. It's crazy. It's giving me, when I was smelling it earlier, it's giving me like the cherry cola kind of vibe to it, with like some undertones of that rhubarb pie. Rhubarb's very it's a very interesting aroma flavor, if you will, but I'm getting that. Do you get it on that glass? Like a little bit of that cherry, that cola.
Yeah, it's that balance between the cherry, the cakiness, but then the pie crust, the filling, the baking spices, the Coke, the oak, and then bouncing between all those light.
Yeah, it does, and that is kind of nice because it plays around with the palate very well, in my opinion. Like you get the flavors that pop up, and then it kind of goes away, and then all of a sudden it comes back a little bit and hits you kind of all over. Yeah. Let's see. Frankie says, "Thanks for your hard truth pick. Been killing it lately." Nice, man. Cheers, Frankie. Glad you're enjoying that. Hanging in the chat, might be able to hop on a little later, says Darrell. That's cool, man. And a tip of the hat to you, Misters Robeson and Jenkins. Tim Cornet says, "I saw you got a walleye there, so good, but did they offer bourbon as well? I love the New Holland Peach." So we did not try any bourbon while we were there. However, they had 8? They had 12 barrels laid out for us, and they all ranged from different years, if I'm not mistaken. So we tried the youngest stuff first, which I still thought was. I mean, Jeff, what'd you think of it? I still thought it was pretty good.
Oh yeah, it was still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely had, that, and for those of you who don't know, New Holland has, like, a lot of their stuff has that sugared peach ring note to it, and that, the stuff that we tried, I think, was 6 years at the point. At that point, 6 years. It still had all those flavors to it. There was some spiciness on that one that we didn't get from some of the others. But it almost came off a little sharp. And then when we tried the older stuff, that's when things changed a little bit. I mean, for me, I think we all kind of preferred, and I know, Jeff, you can kind of speak on it. I think we all preferred the way the older stuff tasted.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think ours will be closer to 8 years by the time it comes out. I mean, having that almost 2-year age gap compared to that 6-year. It just adds, it's got all the fruits and the peach and the sweetness, but then to get the darkness and the oak over the top of that is what makes those barrels special.
Yes. And then too, the like the mouthfeel on that, on the New Holland, it was incredible. Like I thought at some point it was going to wind up being like unbalanced with like the sweetness, but it had that perfect kind of spiciness from the proof, and then some of the bite from the oakiness, with it almost being 8 years, and then that sweetness that came, like that peach ring, and then all of a sudden some other some other fruit started to roll in, and then it got darker. And I mean, I don't know. It was crazy to go through because every one of those barrels that we tasted had that peach ring influence to it. And my God, so good. Yeah, so yes, we did land on as of right now, it sits at 7 years, 10 months, 7 years, 9 months, 7 years, 10 months. I want to say,
something right around there. I think it was the 9 months. Yeah.
So I know they said that probably within what'd she say? Did she say what, 2 months?
I thought July I had in my head. So that's about 2 months.
July. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it'll just be short of 8 years. And it was 123.6 proof. And that's going to be a killer barrel. I'm telling you right now. For those of you who haven't tried New Holland, reach out to your friends, see if they have any. Because that stuff is just killer. So one of the giveaways I'm going to do tonight is I actually got a bottle of the Toasted Origin from God, what's his name? It hung out with us on Friday night. Why am I drawing a blank?
The Toasted Origin.
Yeah, remember he brought it with him. What God? Well, I can't think of his name. He came over the house with the Toasted Origin bottle. It wasn't Dunny. It was remember?
Wednesday, not Friday. Luke.
Wednesday. Yeah, I'm sorry,
Luke.
Wednesday.
Okay, there you were throwing me off there. I was like, Toasted Origin on Friday.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Luke
thank
came over on Wednesday, and he had that killer Toasted Origin bottle from Meyer. It was a Meyer pick.
Meyer, yes. Eric says right after the baking spice on the mid palate, you get a pop of sweetness before it gets into the oak tobacco leather notes. Yeah. Eric, hop on here, man. You were at the pick. Biking Bourbon, cheers. Good to see you. If it hits August, it'll be 8 years. Yeah, yep. August is 8 years, so it's going to be damn close. Paul P, happy Monday. Cheers, Paul. Good to see you, buddy. One hell of a weekend. You guys can't even remember 4 days. Josh Fritz, your walleye pick is insane awesomeness. Yeah, Josh was able to try it. I'm telling you guys, that is going to be a bottle. Again, if you haven't tried anything from New Holland, I am going to give away some samples of that Myers pick tonight. I'll keep a sample of myself, and I'll give out, the rest of the samples. I don't know what, three, four samples tonight, just to try to get into people's hands if you haven't tried anything from them, because that unique peach ring, sugared peach ring, is just it's so good, man. I kept drinking that freaking bottle that night, and Luke was like, you could just take it and do a review on it if you want. I could not stop drinking it, man. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, the thing that I'm kind of learning too, I need to find another distillery that does a sweet mash. But now with Hard Truth and now everything we've tasted from New Holland, there's all those similarities with those stone fruits and those apricots and those peaches. There's definitely, those two profiles are so similar. I wonder if that's going to carry through, if I can keep finding some more sweet mash distilleries. I mean, I think Wilderness Trail does it, but they don't give me those type of fruits, or I got to revisit them. Hey, buddy.
Yo, man.
Long time no see.
I agree, Jeff. I think we do need to travel down. Hi, Katie.
Hello.
We do have to travel down the avenue of trying to find another place that does a sweet mash like that, just to see if those consistencies lie within that sweet mash. So,
yeah, if we keep finding that same DNA.
Yes. So we started talking about the pick a little bit. I was telling Jeff I let this sit out for like 30 minutes.
You crushed it.
I'm sorry. It was too delicious. Now look, there's a little tiny gash.
Oh yeah.
It started leaking out. It started leaking out a little bit on my bar. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna."
Oh, geez, that's the whole length of the bottle.
I think it got worse and worse.
That's
because you kept putting it down so often. You should have just finished it.
I get a
as a gavel.
a very subtle like pecan note behind the baking spices on this. I don't know if you guys get it. Very, very subtle, but it's there. I guess it could almost come off as like the oakiness maybe, but it's like a very subtle pecan note that's kind of hidden in there.
I can see that. Almost like a pecan pie mixed with the
Yes.
cherry.
Yes.
Because it's a sweet pecan.
Yes, for sure. Not like Heaven Hill nuttiness, you know what I mean? Like not like that, but
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if the sweet pecan is my equivalence of the sweet tobacco I keep coming back to. Because I just got another hit of that sweet tobacco right here. I was just like, oh, that's so good.
Oh, yeah.
Herminger gifted 10 memberships. My goodness. Patrick Damon was gifted a membership. Devin Brains was gifted a membership. Ron Blanchard was gifted a membership. Wilmington Piper was gifted a membership. Tater Dom, Eric Snyder, Daniel Miller, Jason Watson, Marcelo Torgmandata, Kumez. Lots of brain cells died this last weekend. Yes, they did. It was
implies we have any left.
I agree.
Some people lost more than others, I think.
I was telling them I never got in the hot tub, man. I never did.
I know.
I said I was going to, but I never did. Well, we were up, so a handful.
Where
of us
was there
were
a
up.
hot tub?
Huh? You didn't see it?
Oh, the jacuzzi.
The jacuzzi,
indoor
yeah.
one. The indoor
Oh.
one. Okay.
The hot
Okay.
tub.
I was like,
There was that koi pond out there, man. I hopped in
Yeah.
it.
You can eat all the dead skin off your feet, like the medicinal ones, right?
No, so what was it? Thursday night, right? No, Friday night. Thursday night. Thursday night, was that the night we stayed up kind of late?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
A couple of us stayed up kind of late that night doing some blind pours and playing some music, and I don't remember what time we went to bed. It was definitely past 2. 2, maybe a little later.
2:30, I think.
Yeah, and I know we had to get up fairly early that morning, and but 3 of us on screen were part of that mess.
Yeah. It's weird being the smart and responsible one. I really don't know how to do it.
I agree, man. I agree. Good job, Ethan. Josh Fritz, Walleye is pot stilled malted rye.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
So,
Big
yeah.
Vic with a $20 super chat says, "Try before you buy. I'm in it to win it." Yes, sir, you are, Vic. Cheers, buddy.
It's further down in
Josh?
chat, but Richie said he asked if the retail on the Green River was $139. I think you ordered 2 there because they were $69.99 is the price. But ordering
With a
2, you
smile.
won't be disappointed.
That's true.
no, not with this one.
Oh,
No.
I was going around. The one thing I always do whenever we get one of these picks is just go around the basement and just try it against everything I can. And I've probably got 5-6 open Green River single barrels. I like this one the best. I know that's a bit, self-promoting there, but it's the truth. The only one that actually stood up to ours was the Renee pick. So someone
Oh, yeah.
said that, and I had a little bit left. I've got like a little nip left from Top Dog, but Renee's had a dusty note that was really, really interesting by comparison. But at 5.5 years, it didn't have that oak and tobacco and
yeah.
the stuff that we're talking about with the darker stuff, with ours being over 6. But that was the main qualities that I was thinking about there. But gosh, that was a fun comparison doing that, because we do these picks and you just never, you love it in the moment, but you don't know until you get home
Yeah.
how much you really love it.
Sit
And when
down with it, compare it to things. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when it defies even your expectations, it's like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually a little bit darker than I feel like the one that we had in Michigan. It's so good, man. This is so good. I can't wait till you guys get this, and hopefully it's a quick turnaround. So, Tim Cornett says, "Don't sleep on the New Holland Bottle and Bond as well. So damn good."
Oh yeah, we grabbed a bottle of that when we were up there too.
But there was some
One of
stuff
us grabbed that.
yeah, there was some stuff that we tried there. So after we got done at New Holland doing, like I said, we picked the 7 year, 9 month, 10 month, and that's amazing. And once I get the bottles of that, I'll be able to give a bottle away and do some samples. But after that, we were able to try. I know it was a Origin finished in sherry. And
oh gosh, that thing.
that was killer. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that, because I think we all sipped on it, but
I don't know how much we're supposed to talk about that one. I'm not sure. If that's one to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't hear. Yeah, I wasn't sure if he said that we couldn't talk about it, but
wait,
never sure on that when you get those.
Oh, the tasting. Oh, the barrel tasting we were doing.
Yeah. But the picks that we go ahead. Nathan.
Sorry, Dan. Are you talking about the one we tasted in the Barrel House or the one that Luke brought?
The Barrel House.
Okay.
The one that Luke brought was phenomenal.
That's the one I'm going to give some samples out of tonight.
Yeah.
Just so people can, so people can try it.
That was crazy.
And I know I kept going back to that bottle and drinking it that night. I just kept going back and going back and going back. Yeah. I could not stop drinking that thing. Let's see here. Let me catch up. Dan, is the retail on the Green River 139? No.
He ordered 2.
Yeah.
He ordered 2. That's the small.
Okay, yeah.
That's the consensus, at least.
Yeah, it was probably
See, that could be the hot tub time machine, man. That's funny.
Is that another sticker to work on?
That could be. Let's see, 139. I ordered 2.
If only I had a picture of you in that jacuzzi.
Oh man, see, man,
it should have happened.
It should have. That's not late. Staying up late is watching the sun come up. I know, Blake, but we had to. There's no way that we could have continued that and gone to New Holland. We would have been no good.
Mm-hmm.
No good.
Oh, yeah.
Both mornings required a country omelet. An omelet filled with sausage and hash browns covered in gravy.
Oh,
That's
God.
what I had for breakfast both mornings to get me going and just make sure I had a good base. And I still feel that. I came home and Dana looked at me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you're really broken out." I'm like, "That's the country omelet."
Yeah.
That's
just
funny.
coming through my pores.
That food was good, though.
Oh, God, yeah.
Renee's pick his money is so good. Yep. Let's see here.
Yeah, Paul P., if you've had Renee's, I mean, this was the closest equivalent that I had in the house in terms of the flavor profile of the Green River.
What's going on, Benjamin? Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, Ben.
Yeah, cheers, Ben. That's funny.
JG. Catch up chat here. Top dog. I'm back from my nap. Steven Scone, cheers, man. Good to see you. Katie, are you going to the Stuff and Whiskey meetup?
I think we're going to be out of town visiting family. If it's this weekend, we'll be out of town. The next weekend, it'll be kind of crazy. So,
Josh Fritz, is that the Origin 2024 toasted? Let me see. Hold on. I have it in here. I think.
It's a single barrel. It's a Meyer pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pick. But I think it sounds like it was a similar bottle.
Yeah, so this one is it's the Dragon's Milk Origin, 130 proof.
And I think if I remember correctly, Luke was saying that they released those at the same time as the ones that they released the 4 ones at the distillery as. Like, since Meyer does so much business with them, they got one of those toasted picks.
Yeah, this thing's crazy.
Well, and you said it was 130 proof, and a big part of my brain went, nuh-uh.
Yeah,
because that drink's about 105, man. That drink's so much.
It doesn't drink it at all. But yeah, so I'll give out probably three. We'll say 3 samples of this tonight. So, and then I actually think I have the sample bottle of our pick too, and here that I can give some samples away of as well. Randall Erickson with a $20 super chat says, I'm in it to win it until Ed Williams blows us out of the water. No, Randall, you got it, man. You're in it, buddy. Cheers, man. Thank you.
Man.
It's one of my friends.
After a few sips of fruitiness of this Green River starting to come out for me.
Glad to see you all survive. Cheers, Mash.
I didn't know
cheers, buddy.
That first night,
Russ L. Cheers, man. Thank you for dropping Drifting Drams link, Richie Z.
Yeah, thank you.
We are awakened by the beautiful coffee. Cheers. First time catching it live. Cheers. Thanks for hopping on.
Cheers,
Sip along with us. Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh,
now, the Green River, you might have said it off the top, Dan, after I joined, but everyone in the Patreon has the links now in each of the tiers. And then we're going to let it ruminate tonight, tomorrow. So be sure to get in if you're interested. And then Wednesday night is when, if you're in the free tier or if you're in the Facebook group, whatever's left, we'll shoot out that way just to kind of set expectations there. And then if we need to, we'll go fully public on Thursday and really start publicizing links.
Yep.
But this was kind of a short barrel. So that's the other thing to kind of keep in mind. I think, there's probably at this point, there's got to be less than 100, less than 80. I don't know how many are left right now, but it's got to be dwindling down already to, just a few cases. So,
yeah. I mean, the price point on it is so reasonable.
Absolutely.
I think we all were kind of looking at what prices were, and we're kind of surprised that it came in at that $69.99 when we've seen other ones for $79. We've seen ones for, higher than that. Like I'm glad it was under $100 shipped.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think the lowest I've seen on them is 65. So for us to be coming close to that, like I'm very happy with the way the price point ended up.
Yeah, I decided just to pick mine up too. So just down in DC, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do a pickup instead of getting it shipped.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
Yeah. Cheers, JH. I've got the 2024 toasted. Not a pick. I've been dishing out samples as well. Yeah, I mean, you guys will see. If for anyone who hasn't tried anything from them, you'll see the flavor profile. It's pretty pretty wild. There was 60 last I checked, said Vic. Huh.
So
okay.
I don't think the way we've been using the test is accurate for this one. I think Sealbox said something on their back end, and that number is not accurate this time, or at least not until we get under that amount.
Roger Reese says $10 super chat, 2 entries for the man, the myth, the legend, Top Jimmy. You got it. Cheers, Top Jimmy.
JG brings up probably still my favorite moment of Wednesday when like Katie was like, I can move over. I was like, no, I got other ideas. There's plenty of room for me up here like a cat.
And then Jason. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Favorite part was when you started exercising back there, Jeff, really making it weird.
You got to get that. You got to keep those thighs in shape, man.
Well, yep.
Cheers, Roger Reese. Thanks again.
Only I had my Thigh Master to give me a bit more resistance,
Kelsey's head.
Eric Gunderson with a $20 super says is taking my chances against Ed, but here goes. Ed hasn't even entered tonight. You guys got tons of chances. Eric G, thank you for the super chat, my friend. You are in it to win it as well. And again, for tonight, guys, I'm doing 2 bottle giveaways for patrons who are eligible for the bottle giveaway. So 1 bottle tonight is going to be the Copper and Cask giveaway. And then the other bottle is going to be one of the Green Rivers once I go and pick them up. So
heck yeah.
A bottle of the Copper Cask goes to a winner, and a bottle of the Green River goes to a winner as well. I knew Ed was sneaking around in the back somewhere. Ed, if you guys want to hop on, you're more than welcome, man. So we had a really good time at New Holland. We were able to grab some beer, some of the stout, and the what was that called? Something time machine or Uber machine.
Juicy IPA.
Yeah. So when they have bottles that are overfilled, underfilled, or damaged when they come out, they set them off to the side, and they actually gave some to us to take with us and which was really cool. So we'll have those to kind of taste through. Which I'm excited about. I haven't tried either of them, so.
Yeah, it was especially funny because they had that like pile of them. Pete was like, "Please take these, please." Hey, free beer, absolutely. Come on.
He actually put one in his pocket. He's like, you know what? I'll take one of these for later. Ben says I need to order coffee. I'm out, and it sucks. TheMorningDriftandDrams.com. Come on, Ben, get that coffee, man. It was our pleasure, Josh. So great to meet you. Jeff sweating with the old oldies. They paid off. We were listening to some oldies, man. Jeff, Katie, and I. I mean, I know Ethan went to bed. Ethan, you still went to bed kind of late that night. It's not as late as we went.
Midnight, yeah.
But we were grooving to some music.
Yeah.
And you know what, guys? We had, I don't know, what would you guys say, 60 bottles there, something ish?
Probably.
Yep.
So we did a blind. So it was Jeff and I versus Katie and
Gary.
Gary. And so we poured them a blind, or I don't know which way went first, but either way, we poured. I think it was we poured them.
We poured ours first.
You poured ours first, and we guessed that correct, right?
Yes.
Yes, and then Jeff and I poured them a blind pour, and they got it right as well. I forget what we poured though. I was trying to remember.
I poured the Night Stalker 4 for us.
The Night Stalker. What'd you pour for us? Do you remember?
The Eagle Thief.
Okay, yeah.
Because we were debating whether it was Heaven Hill or the Eagle Thief.
Yeah. But pretty impressive after having a good bit of whiskey.
Yes.
I think y'all cheated.
I don't know. Huh?
There was
think
no
y'all cheated.
cheating.
There's no cheating.
Collusion. Yeah.
Training me up. Training Gary and I up here.
I think the funniest was when we poured.
Bourbon Jerk says he cracked that can from the tour last night. He said it's okay. Yeah.
When we conspired and poured Jeff the Green River pick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Man, what is this?
I'm having that same reaction now.
Oh, good. Tom Shanley with a $5 super chat says, "In it to win it." Cheers, Tom. Yes, sir. You are in it to win it, buddy. Thank you, my friend. And I'll probably have something else for the giveaway. Actually, I do have. I will have some other entries for the giveaway tonight, and these are bottles from Pat Malchow, who sent them to me to try and to sample out to people. So I'm actually I'll show you guys those in a few seconds here. So Eric Gunderson gifted 10 memberships. My God. JG was gifted a membership. Malton Grains was gifted a membership. Wesley Forte gifted a membership. Aiden, Chris Baker, Todd Tipton. Let's see. Boss Chen and Ron Miles. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. What's going on, Ron? Oh, he's not in here, but Chase Simmons, Aaron V. Thank you guys for gifting those memberships. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you. Breaking Bourbon just gave a glowing review of Walleye. I'm sure they did. I mean, this stuff is freaking killer, man.
Yeah, they're a hidden gem in the whiskey world right now.
Yeah. Can't wait to get those bottles into your guys' hands.
Yeah.
So the following morning, Jeff had another omelet or whatever he had, whatever the hell that was. So then we headed off to Evernorth, and man, that was a lot of fun. I had to make a pit stop out behind the building, give it the old Ralph Wiggum, unfortunately, but not sure why. I really don't know why. Just something, I don't know. Something wasn't right.
You didn't have a country omelet in your belly.
That had to be what it was. I needed to get the country omelet. So we went to Evernorth and talked for a little bit, and then we went to the back room, and they had already had some, two pallets of stuff back there, plus some barrels kind of laying around. And we started out with the bourbons, and tasted through. What was it? 4, 5?
It was, I think,
7.
Oh, was it 7? Holy shit! I didn't realize that was that many.
7.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, that's right. It was 7.
Because after 4, we got rid of 2
Yes.
and then added more on.
And yes, that's correct. So tasted through those, and there were 2. There were 2 that we really, really liked, and I know just from initially tasting, I think we were all kind of stuck on one of them for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm trying to put the pieces together. Where did we vote for, like, to blind them, or how did that work?
We voted to blind them because 2, 4, and 7 were like the standouts.
Yeah, they were all neck and neck, but different.
And we didn't we couldn't let go of any more than that. Like,
Yes,
there was something each one of those had.
Yeah. And, we went in with the mindset that we were only going to get 2 barrels. Okay. That was honestly the mindset. I promise you, I didn't want to do any more than that, but we wanted to do 2. So, we all did a blind, and bourbon number 2.
Bourbon number 2.
Bourbon number 2 was
Number 2. Yeah.
I don't have it on this one.
Bourbon number 2 was the winner. However, bourbon number 7 was in a handful of people's first place, and then in a lot of people's second place. But so we moved on, still with that in the back of our mind. Then we tried,
Pretty sure I said to Jeff over and over again, I can't leave number 7.
Yeah, Katie and I were conspiring on the side.
Multiple people were saying.
And I know both of you said that to me at some point later on that day. I don't know if it was together or if it was separate, but I was like, gotta figure this out. So then we tried some of the ryes. I want to say it was 3 or 4 ryes, if I remember correctly. 4.
Mm-hmm.
The ryes were good. I just don't think that it was for what we wanted, what we were looking for. And we were all fine with passing on a rye if we absolutely had to. It wasn't a must that we go there and get a bourbon and a rye. So we passed on the ryes, and that's when Dan was like, okay, well, let's go get the American light whiskeys. Then things changed a little bit. So we poured the first one. He got the first one out of the barrel that was inside the building, and we tasted that, and we were like, oh man, this is good. And then he was like, oh, I got 2 more that I poured and tasted the other day. And he went behind the bar, came out. So we tried number 2. And number 2 was definitely better than the first one. I think they were both right around the same proof range, had definitely more of a mouthfeel to it, a little more of a spiciness to it, proofy spiciness to it. And then we tried number 3.
Oh man.
And when we tried number 3, I remember looking at, I don't know, it was somebody, I may have been a couple of you. And I was like, oh my God, like this is stupid. Like this is stupid good. And I know at some point I talked to Katie again. This is just such a blur. I don't really remember who I talked to and when, but I think we all shared the very same reaction of like, holy shit. Like we can't let this walk out of here. This is phenomenal. It was the third one we tasted. It was by far the best one that we tasted. And I don't think he really had any more options as far as the light whiskeys. I think there may have been 2 other barrels out in the other, the other building that they have. But so we landed on that one as well. And then we were all in agreement on that. So just so people know, there was more than just the pick team that were drinking these. There was probably, I want to say like 13 or 14 people drinking total. Michael Klein was there. Josh Fritz was there drinking with us. Another guy, Josh, was there. Dan and Sean were drinking along with us. And then we had our crew there that was drinking. So there's a lot of people that were trying these whiskeys along with us. And I know, again, that American whiskey was a big time winner. So we grabbed that barrel as well. And then at some point, I think Katie came up to me and was like, how can we pass on barrel number 7? I think it was you, Katie. You're like, how can we pass on barrel number 7? Like, dude. So I remember talking with Dan. I was like, hey, we might grab that third barrel of that bourbon. So he was like, come over here, and we kind of went around the side, and I think Jeff came. I think a couple of you guys came over there, and with the price point that it was at, and the yield, we wound up grabbing both bourbons and American whiskey. So we have 3 releases coming to you from Evernorth, 2 bourbons, which are very different and very good. And then we also have the American whiskey. Can you guys remember off the top of your head what they were? I know I posted it.
Yeah. So one was the weeded bourbon that came in at 107 proof.
Yep.
Yes.
That was, that just shocked us.
So yeah, Mark asked in chat if we tried in there. He said Southern Collective, but I'm pretty sure he meant the Southern Distilling.
Yeah.
And that's what barrel number 2 was.
Mm-hmm.
It was a freaking banger.
Yeah.
It was
And
freaking
then
awesome.
Barrel number 7 was Green River, but vastly different than what Green River came out today.
Different mash bill than today's.
Yeah.
I want to say that was a 16% rye, right?
Was. So it was
was.
way different than a normal Green River. It was so cool.
And that was that second barrel that we really, we didn't want to let go of, was that Green River. But I'm telling you, that Southern Distilling weeded bourbon, oh my God, that thing's crazy. That was a lot of people's first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was most of our first place before the blind. And then the blind, we kind of flip-flop a little bit.
Mine was number 7.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, sorry. Yeah, number 7 was most of our
Katie
first
and I were
the
somewhat outliers.
And then the blind flip-flopped that for a number of us.
Yeah.
But we still weren't going to give it up after that.
And then when Dan came around and he was taking everyone's votes, he went to me and he was like, Jeff, what's your number 1? I was like, 2.5. He's like, yeah, I'm done with it. Kept going around everybody else because I didn't know which one to pick.
Gary Franchi says we were doing a bunch of business at the business factory.
I remember, when we tried that light whiskey number 1 and 2 of the light whiskeys were good, definitely good. But when we tried 3, it's like when you're playing Texas Hold'em and you pull your cards and you've got pocket aces, and it's like all you can do to contain your excitement because it's like, oh hell yeah, it was one of those. It was like, oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah, I mean that like the dense, rich. And like thick notes that were on that were just absolutely insane. So it's 18 years old, an 18-year-old, 99 corn, 1 malted barley, MGP light whiskey, 138 proof. It was 100, right? 138, 136,
something like that.
Not sure the stat on it.
Well over 135, yeah.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, because he said it clocked in at 68.5. So, but it could change.
137-ish.
Yeah, 137. But it is just, it doesn't drink it, and it's so good. I can't freaking wait to get those bottles, man. So good. So yes, we do. So Mark Boyers was saying yes, those bottles are excellent. Yeah, and they had just got those in too. So a lot of that stuff from Southern Distilling and those American whiskeys were, I think, were the first group to pick them, if I'm not mistaken. So from what I understand.
So
Travis Robeson asked like what the Southern Distilling tastes like. Honestly, I think we were surprised that it was a weeded bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I was. I didn't think it was weeded.
I think that was consensus.
Yeah.
We were all shocked.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, that barrel's, like you say, that's a freaking banger barrel, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's crazy with it being that low of a proof too, 107 proof. I mean, the flavor profile on that is just absolutely stellar.
Because it was so dense that, I mean, it was holding up to those 117 and 126 proof or something, 127 proof.
Yep.
Yeah, the thing that stuck out with me on that one was it had the best nose in the blind and it had the best front palate of the blind as well, which is what really started driving me nuts. And I remember distinctly, there was a whole lot of cherry on it. I was getting a whole lot of fruit, which is why I didn't even realize it was a weeder or dismiss it as Green River at the time. It wasn't hitting me in that way, but it had a little bit of a dusty note too. Like there was definitely something different about it. And then why it was different came about a North Carolina weeded bourbon.
Yeah. He was saying, Tim Cornett was saying when he was there with Andy and Todd, when they ended up with a bourbon and a rye. Sean and Dan couldn't have been a nicer group. Yeah, I mean they're really good guys, man. They're having a lot of fun. I can tell you that. So, Gary Francis says Green River sources out the barrels that don't fit their profile. So barrels like this, Evernorth, different animals, 100%. 100%. You can keep sending them to those boys all day, man. I'm very happy with picking stuff like that. I'll tell you. Describe that Southern distilling barrel. Does it compare with any other weeder? I've only had one in just 5 years, and it was good. Super curious. Man, it's tough because like I can't think of a weeder off the top of my head that it reminds me of, especially with it being that low of proof. Because you can't really compare it to the Green River weeded because it's not even within that same realm of number one flavor profile and the number two proof. I mean, they're almost 20 proof points different. It's hard to say, Travis. I'm trying to think of some weeders that you could compare it to, and like you can't really compare it to the Middle West Spirit stuff.
Yeah, I don't even know where I would begin to compare it to.
I don't think you can compare it to another weeder. It was I think we were all shocked that it was a weeded bourbon. Like it had this spicy streak throughout it that was just so damn good. Mind blown when they said it was a weeder. Honestly, knowing Dan, I thought Dan Shook. I thought he had like mixed barrels up. I made it.
JH says the Nerds and Turds Evernorth pick was a 16% rye. It's a banger. Yeah. I mean, again, and this is why all of us were stuck between two barrels. I don't think there was a single one of us that were like, oh man, I hate to, I don't care about leaving that barrel, whatever. Like, I think we were all like, holy shit, like that other one was really good too. And that's coming from the entire crew that did it. So, Gandy Road, cheers, man. Gary Franch is 136 proof. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to jump down in chat because since we were talking about it, Top Jimmy asked if it compared to Ben Holiday, the soft red wheat. But I don't think it does.
I'm not familiar with that whiskey, to be honest with you. I think I may have only tried that once, so I don't own that.
I mean, it would be a good comparison to do, too.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't have that much frame of reference to.
Yeah. Bourbon and Balls, cheers, man. Thanks for stopping on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Josh Fritz says it's its own animal. Yeah, it's so unique. Again, for a weeder, like as for a rye bourbon, I feel like it was still unique, but at least you could put it in a box.
Yeah.
But for a weeder, I don't know.
Yeah, Travis says, 107 weeder. The label is writing itself. Old whip staking. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you never know. We'll see. We'll see what these mysterious minds come up with for stickers. Who knows? Dan, did you have the barrels for Hope Green River? How does it compare? Oh man, that's tough because that's actually a really good bottle. It's definitely different. Mark, it doesn't have that bite of spice that Green River has. The other one. So I mean, it doesn't have as much rye in it, and it's a little more sweet and fruity. But mouthfeel wise, like I just remember that one being dense, super fruity, long finish. I remember on the Green River, if I'm not mistaken. I think that had the best finish, correct? The Green River.
Yeah, the Green River.
Yeah.
At
Yes.
Evernorth.
Yes.
I don't know if he was asking about the Green River for tomorrow, since they had.
Oh no, he was comparing it to the barrels for Hope one.
Yeah, was that an Evernorth? Or was that just a Green River?
No, that was just a Green River.
Yeah, that's what
It was one of the. I think it was one of the. I think it was one of the 21 percenters though.
Yep.
Green River barrels have an effervescent quality about them. The Southern Distilling barrels have a cherry thing with them. They aren't soft like most. It's its own animal.
way to
Yeah,
describe
I mean, it really is. TDC Weeder, Jeans Weeded Wiener. Oh goodness, I dig that you said fucking got both bourbons. Yeah. I mean, when I told Jeff we were getting 3, he's like, Dan, I didn't want 3. 4 I'd have been fine with, but not 3. When I told him, I just remember his eyes got big. I was like, Jeff, we're getting all 3, man. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get all 3.
We started it on Jeff early, like, hey, get ready for it. And he was like, no, we're not. We won't. Nope. I was like,
Again,
"Get
honestly,
ready.
I
Get
went in there with the mindset of just getting 2, and
Oh, for sure. I think we all did, right? Like that's something that's reasonable, but when you taste 3 different things that all just stand out differently.
I mean, it's crazy, right? Like that Weeder, that Southern Distilling beat out a Green River, and then whatever the other one was that was still good. I mean, it
I
crushed
think
it.
it was MGP.
Yeah.
There was an MGP in the mix.
I think it was MGP. I think number 4 was MGP.
I mean, with the quality of stuff of barrels that Evernorth is getting and the price point they're at, like it's hard to go wrong. And it's something where even if it's a different mash bill, right? People still know Evernorth. They trust the barrels they're bringing in. They trust the picks they've gotten from them. So I was all in on 3 from the start. Honestly, I wouldn't have admitted it because I know Jeff was very against 3, but that was honestly that's one of the most excited I've been for picks. Now, New Holland blew my mind. I'll say that. I was hoping for good. I didn't know what to expect, but Evernorth, I had super high hopes, and they met them and exceeded them.
Yeah.
So, just to be clear, everybody, they put us together for a couple days, and we walked away with a malted rye, a wheated bourbon from the Carolinas, a 16% Green River, and an 18-year light whiskey. That's a job well done.
That was the hardest part, getting Jeff to not pick an MGP.
The light whiskey checks the box.
Yeah.
I think it kind of sums up our group, though. Like we all have unique palates, but when we taste something that's good, I mean,
yeah,
I think New Holland was almost unanimous too. Like there was
100%. Yeah, I mean, that was.
I mean,
well, and that's the other thing that we're doing, right? We're going into this completely blind. We don't know proof, age, where it's from, none of that, right? And that's how we want it. We want to pick the best freaking barrels that we can wherever we go. And that's what we did here. It was all, and again, like I'm not kidding when I say our mind was blown, right? When he said 60, 30, 10, and we were like, 30 rye. And he said, no, 30 wheat. We were like, what? And that's when I made Dan check the barrel again.
That's our New Holland pick. So I'm going to give away some samples of this too. So we got samples of the Origin Toasted Single Barrel. We'll do 3 samples of that. And we'll do...
Oh, the malted rye.
Yeah. And we'll do 3 samples of this as well. So 3 samples of our New Holland pick. 3 samples of this Origin Toasted. Unfortunately, I don't have our Evernorth picks to give away right now. Who has mine?
We got to make sure we get it to Darrell and people too. So we'll have
Yeah.
I don't know if
some
we
a little
have
bit.
enough of those. Before bottles come out.
Gary and Ludwig sampled 30 barrels of Driftless Glen, walking away with 7.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can believe it.
That dropped today compared to the Barrels for Hope. Mark, okay, yeah, I don't know where the Barrels for Hope one is here. I'm starting to accumulate quite the amount of stuff, and I don't know if I have it here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have it here. Let's see. We love y'all's picks. Keep them going. Cheers, T-Rob. Appreciate that, man.
Yep. Cheers.
Y'all picking multiple barrels is not helping me slow down acquisition. Yeah. So Yeah, so I definitely need some help getting rid of some of these whiskeys. So what I was thinking about doing the tournament again to help me get rid of this. Yeah, I mean it would be after Matt Madness. It wouldn't be as long, but I think it would definitely help me put a dent in getting rid of some of this stuff because with these picks rolling in and me myself buying 6 of them, I'm not going to have anywhere to go with them. So I think I don't know. What does everybody in the chat think? Would you guys want to have another Double Trouble Invitational? Would you want to sit through it and watch it, see if Jeff and possibly Trev win another belt, or somebody else win a belt? What's your guys' thoughts? What do you guys think? Would you want to see it again? And again, it wouldn't be as long and drawn out. So we wouldn't do a qualifying round. We just go right into the brackets. Let me know what you guys think. I can always post a poll. One of those things that's hard for me to do. There you go, Jeff.
I'm in.
Green River does have such good barrels. Eric Damaris says Double Trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to find the belt, Jeff.
Bourbon Engineer, cheers, man. Probably not Mark J. Bauer. Mash Drum. Travis Robeson says I'm down. Count me in on that tournament, says Top Dog. No, if you send me Amberana again. Oh God. Travis Robeson, short and stubby, got it. I'll take on all comers. Okay, and then quickly lose. All right. Darrell or Brandon are winning this year. Oh. Uh-oh.
Hey, they're on both sides of the bracket, or no?
Yeah.
Is Brandon on my side?
Brandon, I think, is on your side,
No.
right?
I think Brandon's on Darrell's side because he was week 1.
I thought Brandon and Klein were on the right side, right? And Darrell's on the left.
Okay, well that would
Darrell's with Bruzel. Right?
that would fit if he's going against Klein on the quarters. That would fit.
All right, now I'm going to get into this origin pick since we were talking about it. I prefer you just ship your stuff to me. Yeah. All right. So if there's enough interest, then I'll do it. So I gotta reach out to folks to be in it. Try to figure out the brackets. See if Trev is going to be Jeff's partner again. I don't know if Trev's even drinking anymore. But we'll see. I'll start texting. If you guys are willing to sit through it and watch it again and all that kind of stuff, I'm willing to do it again. And I have a lot more to throw in those blinds now too. So G-Force is retired. The Double Trouble was fun. Okay. All right. Maybe we'll do it then. We'll see if Jeff can take it home.
Repeat.
Repeat. So also tonight, guys, as requested, Pat Mulchow actually sent me 2 different bottles the other week. I just haven't had a chance to circle back to them. Oh God. So he sent me this bottle from Southern Collective. Ooh. It's called Bell Barrel ALZ. It's a charity barrel. It's the End ALZ.
Very nice.
Yep. So he sent me that to sample out. It's 112.6 proof, straight bourbon whiskey. It's distilled in Kentucky, but I don't know. I don't know whose stuff it is. So, but I'll give out 2 samples of this tonight. That's a crack in the glass. That's not good. So we'll give out 2 samples of that tonight as well. And then he also sent this Starlight that is bourbon finished in Japanese Mizunara barrels, 117 proof, 5.5 years old. Again, the End ALZ. So we will do 2 samples of this tonight as well.
That's high for a Starlight, 117.
Yeah, wow. 117.7, 5.5 years old, Mizunara.
Heck yeah.
So we'll do 2 samples of this, 2 samples of the Southern Collective. We'll do 3 samples of our origin pick, and we'll do 3 samples of the Dragon's Milk Origin Toasted.
Ooh.
For tonight's giveaway.
It's a
And we
lineup
had
there, Dan.
bottles to give away on the wheel. What's that, Jeffrey?
It's a lineup right there.
It is a lineup, man.
Cheers, man. Snuck in.
He's been
Cheers, Master. Hop on, man. Question is if Trev is still drinking, is like wondering if Wax still likes old MGP. Speaking of old MGP, we got to try some old what the hell's that called? Valentine.
Pingree?
Pingree.
Yeah, Claude brought over some old Pingree. It was what 10 year, 13 year, something like that.
Yeah, 10-year black label.
Yeah, that was really good stuff. Trev was drinking plenty last Friday. Okay, cool. So I'll reach out to him. Again, the hardest part with the whole tournament, guys, is the scheduling piece. So we'll see how that works out. But I do have a question. How do we want to do teams this year? Do we want to do it randomly? You know, Jeff and Trev have to be a team no matter what. Do we do it random? Do we try to keep some of the teams from last? We can't bring all the teams back from last time because then we'll have to go into a qualifying bracket, and that just takes too long. But you know, I'm willing to go through it again. I know it was tough sometimes, but I'm willing to go through it again. You know, I'll make sure I'm stocked up on samples. And again, I think the hardest part was the timing. You know, making sure that people are available for those time slots.
So in that note, so random teams are not even. So I guess if you do random teams, you should probably make sure that people who are on teams are in the same or similar time zone.
Time zones.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Okay. Yes, I know I really didn't have a lot of the West Coast people. I know I had Vic. Did I have Joe? I think I had Joe. I think I had Mark. I can't remember all the people I had from the West Coast, but yeah, I mean we could try to work something out to see if it'll work for everyone. So
Travis is in for Skyline Chili. So that's good for Travis.
Skyline Chili. Randomizer for Jeff and Trev, pick teams. Yeah, we could run the randomizer. You know, that's fine. Whack against the world. 3-way rounds.
Royal Rumble.
I mean, as long as there's some interest in it, I did have fun doing it. You know, it was a lot at some point, but I would definitely do it again. So if you guys are down, 21090 says, "Thank God Monday is over." Yes, I agree. It is over. Cheers, Todd. I think it's Todd. Should be Todd. Oh my God. How do they make it taste like that, man?
Is that the
That's
multi-dry?
That's voodoo witchery shit right there. Like what? How? It's oh my God. It's like sugared peach ring, powdered sugar, oaks, some little bit of some spiciness to it. Oh my God, it's so good, man. My God, it's so good. It's just so different. I can't wait till you guys get to try this, man. Jeff, am I always down for Skyline? If anyone's in the room with me, however, I prefer the 5 with the bougie. Oh shit, that's funny. We'll have your link soon, Tim. Yeah, Todd, I'll be grabbing your pick as well. From Evernorth. Can't wait to hop on that. I jump on, but no link. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let me drop that link in here. I hear a train.
Oh, it's us.
that's funny that you can hear that.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
All right. There is a link, guys. Link is in the chat. If you guys want to hop on, you are more than welcome. All in all, though, guys, it was a very fun trip. It always goes by so quick, but man, the time that we had to sit, relax, and drink some good whiskey with some good friends was amazing. So, had a blast doing it. Didn't want to leave, but there he is. What's going on, Gary?
Hey, Gary.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Gary?
Hey, cheers, Gary.
Cheers.
There he is. Dusty Tartlet's joined too. What's going on, man?
Jay?
Cheers, Jason.
You know, Dusty Tartlets isn't going to miss out on this tonight.
Right?
Cheers, man. How are you?
Doing all right, man. Keeping very busy. Just trying to relax a little tonight.
I hear you.
Don't have 30 samples to get through.
No, thank God that's over.
Yeah, you're not kidding, dude. I'm glad I'm done with that. Holy crap! I had to tell him, I was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna be a day late."
Yeah, I put everything in, uploaded, all done. So I mean, obviously that was last week, but still.
Williams, did you just go tombstone on them? Huh?
He Ed dropped a super chat.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
A big one.
I didn't see it. That's because Michigan rocks. And yes, it does, Tim.
You want me to find it for you?
can't.
Yeah, I don't.
It was a little ways out. You just passed it.
Did I? I don't see it in here.
It's 3 above where you dropped the link, Dan, if that helps.
It's definitely not there. I mean, it's not in my chat. I see the link, but I don't see. I see 21090. I see Richie Z.
Oh, so Dan, you know how? So what Streamlabs does is it chooses a random color for the super chats. It chose gray. It matched the color of the regular chats.
Yeah, it didn't.
I don't even see Ed's name on here.
It's there. And
It's at 9:20.
yeah,
920.
1 second, y'all. We'll be right back. We don't have any privileges right now. Let me refresh this.
920.
Ooh, they have special privileges. Did you hear that?
Yes. I think they're actually checking their privileges.
I don't have anything in 920 in here. I'm sorry, Ed. I just don't see it on my screen anywhere, man. I don't even see Ed's name anywhere.
All right.
Once our chat loads, we can show it.
Let's see my man Tom too. Jay, what you drinking tonight? Anything or no?
Yeah, I actually just got our Elijah Craig single barrel in.
Who?
The one
All
with
right.
Buddy,
I'm diving into it right now.
been waiting for that one.
Yep.
There you go, Dano.
Nice proof on that, too.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Ed.
Yeah, 100 and 100 and 100.
Down the Thunder. I just got to thank you guys. You do. I think me only put 4 entries. And I appreciate that, man. Thank you, buddy. Sorry, Jay.
Oh, that's okay. It's 100, 132.8.
Woo! Shit. Jesus.
Gary, your mic is picking up like a vacuum cleaner or something. It keeps coming on.
Careful,
So
trying to kill you.
Should I turn the volume up or down?
I think it needs to go down. You're basically yelling at everyone. We don't want to hear you yell.
How about now? Maybe if I just move back.
I'd be terrified if Gary was yelling.
Are you guys hearing that? Are you hearing like a lawnmower going or something?
Yeah.
Periodically, it
Yeah,
comes.
like
and
goes on and off. Do you have like air conditioning or a fan or something kicking on near you?
We got the laundry running.
It only comes on around like this halo when he talks. So somehow it knows when he's about to speak, and then it comes on.
Well, I think Streamlabs is cutting out the noise, but when he starts to speak, it can't keep up with the noise of it. So that's when we're getting it.
Oh, there you go.
Makes sense.
As always.
Thanks again, Ed, for that super
Figure it
chat,
out.
man. Much appreciated, buddy. Thank you.
I'm here to explain tech to the masses.
Can you start a YouTube channel that just does that? Just call everybody an idiot.
It'd be exhausting.
Yeah, you just make people want than doing that. I promise. It would be like the world's worst tech channel.
Check your phone, Dan.
Oh,
Okay.
Gary, you could have a whole network. Did you hear this? You can get a spin.
Yes. World's Worst Everything channels.
Mark B. Yeah, that's so weird, man. I didn't see that in there. It's the oddest. It's so weird.
Yeah,
But we got it now, so we're good.
this pick has the craziest like texture. It's like syrup. It's so good.
Is it more like peanutty, more molasses, brown sugars?
It's brown sugar and cherry.
Ooh,
That's what I've been waiting for.
yeah.
But now I don't know if it's because when we were trying other stuff, the cherry came out more. Like I'm not like feeling like as much cherry as I thought I did when we were there. When you guys were just talking about how you're in the moment and you're tasting things and you're tasting different profiles, are like, oh my God, how is this so cherry? But now like I do taste the cherry, but I don't feel like it's as strong as it was when I was there when we were tasting it.
when is
How
that released?
longer was it there too?
What?
Go ahead,
Someone
Jeff.
asked when it was going to be released.
Oh yeah, we're not sure yet. I just sent the stickers in, so probably within the next few weeks this one will come out. We're releasing our Corbin Cash this Friday, finally. So
Take my money.
Jeff, what were you asking, Jay?
Oh, just how much longer it stayed in the barrel too after you picked it.
that's the other thing. I don't know. It went up 0.2 of a proof point, so it stayed in there for a little longer.
That's so good.
But still, the texture on it is crazy. It's like it's syrupy. It's like brown sugar, nutty cherry syrup. It's crazy.
Oh, sign me up, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Hell yeah. Let me see
Yeah,
something.
I haven't even opened the larceny. We also got our larceny pick in. I haven't tried this one yet.
Nice. Gary, what was one of the favorite things that you tried at Evernorth?
I could simp and say the Michael Hunt Foundation bottle, but no, the that light whiskey was nuts.
Mm.
But, you guys were already saying that. Just once you tried that, it's like, no, we can't leave that here, and it's like that was everyone who wandered back, and it's like, oh, you guys are tasting more again, and tried that, and it's like, yeah, that's the stuff.
Yeah, it's
And-
kind of funny when we were there and we were just like tasting through stuff, and you guys got newer stuff than we did, but we were when we were tasting through, I was just like, I don't know if I'd be interested in light whiskey, and then we tasted the barrel, and Gary and I were kind of tasting it, and we're like, holy shit, this is really good. So, like, I think we need this one. So
Yeah, that 18-year that we tried, and it had elements that I get from like an old Carter American whiskey, and I'm not saying it's that. Don't get me wrong. Don't read too much into it. But at half the suggested retail price of an old Carter American whiskey,
Yeah.
you're not going wrong. I mean, there was a nice oak on it for light whiskey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even the bourbon drink was saying, I was thinking that we did bourbon, but that light whiskey was nuclear. Yeah, man. That was like I was saying earlier in the chat, I was like, it just had this dense kind of rich texture to it, and it was like chewy, and I don't think I've ever had a light whiskey like that before. Well, I have. I've had a few, but that was, man, it took me by surprise. I'll tell you that right now.
yeah, the ones that have some oak to balance out a lot of that sweetness, those are the really good ones. So that's
Yeah.
cool you guys found one. I'll be picking that up.
Yeah, the only thing that we're hoping is it's not too light of a barrel. They think the yield's going to be less than the bourbons. We're hoping it's not that much less.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was saying probably around 100 bottles, but I don't know. We'll see. And I think the yields. I know someone asked about the yields. Dan was saying probably around 150 on the other two. So
Yeah, so a fair amount on the other two for sure.
yeah. Do you know if the ALW was in an old Seagram's barrel or another? I've had one 16-year in a used Four Roses barrel. I don't know. So the ones, number one came from a barrel inside their building, and then sample number 2 and 3 were pulled from out in their other building, but it was behind the bar. So they were just in glass bottles, and then he poured them. And they said number 2 was great too, but number 3 was where it was at, man. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what barrel it was in. I have no idea. I know. I mean, Gary could probably figure that out, or I can try to reach out to Dan and see what barrel it was in. But I have no idea. Tommy D, cheers, man. There are some short barrels in their inventory. Yep, for sure. They were actually talking about that when we were there.
And that also presumes that they haven't scrubbed off any identification on the barrel as well.
Yeah. Yep. Emmenecker, we tried 3 light whiskeys. So I think they only had 2 more that were out in the other building that we did not try, if I remember correctly.
True.
After
yeah,
trying
so-
number 3, I don't think we would have tried anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Number 3 was where it's at. Jason, the barrels at Evernorth were so different from the barrels we tried last fall.
Oh
So
yeah, I mean, I really want to try some of that. When I met up with Sean at that Heaven Hill event, he was talking about those southern weeders and how crazy they are, and how they don't really taste like weeders, but some of them do, most of them don't. He's like, they're really crazy. So I was like, yeah, we got to go try those. So probably get up there in the fall again and see what else they got.
Yeah, Jay, you gotta try one of those weeded ones. That's because I mean we were all saying earlier that we didn't even think it was a weeded bourbon. We had no idea.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I haven't tasted it, but based on what Sean was telling me, that sounds about right. He was saying that, yeah.
Stuff and Whiskey is doing a lottery pick on their bourbon. It was like 118 bottles, I think. Damn. If Jeffrey can stand in the barrel, does that make it a short barrel?
On that note, JG, I'm actually going to take off. I'm going to disappear. JG is taking too many shots at me here.
Listen, we don't need any friggin' height shaming. All right, let's relax.
Tuesday night, he says our Evernorth years were 190 for the 7-year MGP Rye and 140 for the 7-year Green River Bourbon. Wow, yeah,
Mark.
I'm here for you,
What's
Jeff.
up, Mark?
Thank you, man.
Hey guys, what's up?
Like I said, Todd, I'll be grabbing one of each, buddy, when they drop. So, is this an open mic? Oh, sorry, I didn't even see that until you dropped it, man.
Normally it announces when people join, but it did not.
Yeah. Usually I hear that and I look over there, but no pool, buddy. How you doing, Mark?
All right, what's new?
Not much, man. What you sipping on?
The Barrels for Hope Green River I just opened. Haven't had it
Oh.
before.
All right.
And I made an old fashioned. Was pretty deep. I used like the last 3.5 ounces out of
The
it.
Barrels for Hope Green River was good. I think that was a 21% rye, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
it's not on the label. I don't know.
Do any of you guys have our Jorge T swag? How does your pick
It's at
compare to that one?
130.
It's vastly different than that one.
So based on your description, it sounded like ours is pretty heavy tobacco. I'm not sure how yours was based on that.
More of a sweet tobacco than some of the tobacco that comes up on yours, and then the baking spices, I think, were more pronounced, which really changes the profile more into this rhubarb pie, coffee cake, cherry coffee cake lane.
Yeah.
So those were the kind of
really
big differences there.
really heavy cinnamon.
Hmm. Cinnamon and a little bit bready.
Mhm.
Like
Oh, bready.
Yeah, cheesecakey, bready.
Yeah. Yeah, like again, like we did a Green River pick shortly after you guys, and I remember heavy baking spice, but I don't remember the overall flavor profile of that selection. So I guess I have to remember when it comes in.
Yeah. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Somehow we will. It was a pretty unanimous pick for the Green River pick that we did. So we'll see how it tastes.
You know when you're dropping that one, Jay?
That one's also in the pipeline. We have to do the Corbin Cash this Friday, and then I think after that we might do the Green River. So maybe next week will be our Green River, and then the following week maybe the Heaven Hill and Larceny,
Nice.
and then
So many.
yeah, and then what else? At some point our 2 Cedar Ridge picks are going to be in, like really soon. Yeah, so just trying to navigate it all. And then
It's a lot to navigate, man.
yeah, and then in between that, we've been like scheduling all these other picks, the Dickel, the Jack Daniels. We're doing one with Gene. He got these high age Burais at Cat's Eye that we're going to be tasting, I think, on Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
Backbone just sent us some crazy Armagnac and Cognac finishes that he says he's got that are incredible. So, I mean, we'll see. Every time we try to Cognac or Armagnac finish, we get a little disappointed. So hopefully he's got one that we really like.
Does
So
G
we'll
have
see.
the Burais, which were blended and aged together versus aged bourbon, aged rye, and then mixed?
Yeah, these are the ones that are aged together. Very
Mix the
similar.
mash bills and then put them in the age. Put 'em in the
Yeah,
age.
it's the way the Butter Pecan was for a couple years ago, but I think these are actually even older. So, like, whereas the Butter Pecan was forgotten about and like put in the corner, this was purposely aged. Wow. So yeah, I gotta go grab those samples.
Do those
Sounds
lower
inspired
proof?
by the butter pecan.
Yeah,
was gonna
maybe.
say.
Maybe. So we'll taste those and see how those shake out. And then
What, Cedar Ridge? Is it bourbon? Is it?
we did a bourbon that was finished in PX and macerated orange peels, and then we did our first. This would technically be our
Like
third
whiskey.
American single malt, but this is a Cedar Ridge single malt, which is the
Like
Quintessential.
quintessential.
Amontillado, ex bourbon and ex Amontillado, cast strength, 7 years old.
Ooh.
And it's an absolute monster of a whiskey. So I cannot wait for that to come out. And there should be a really heavy amount of bottles for that one. So if I have to buy a case, I might.
Was
So,
it
yeah.
better than the Yellowstone?
Hey man, don't start with the Yellowstone already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely better than the Yellowstone.
Oh shit.
Well, the quintessentials like.
Well,
When are you going to be a Jack?
Y'all, I really got to take off. I actually wasn't joking a couple minutes ago. I got to go.
All right,
put the
buddy.
kids to
Oh,
bed.
sorry, Jeff.
I'll hop back on once I get everything settled though.
All good, bud. See you, bud.
Tuck in the girls.
Yeah, tuck in the girls.
Jay, did you get a finalized date yet for the event?
No, but I did. We did talk to Heaven Hill, and it looks like it's happening at Heaven Hill, baby. So I am excited.
Nice.
They had a lot of interest in doing it with us, so that was a good thing. I pretty much asked for everything I could. Now we'll see what we get. But it looks like it'll be probably second or third weekend in October. I think those are the two dates that were highlighted because there's just so much. There's so many events, as you guys know, in September for bourbon.
Yeah.
And it'll just be really difficult, and a lot of the tasters and the main people are all traveling, so it's a tough month. So I was like, we're not really bound to any specific date, but if you guys want to do it in October, so yeah, I asked for a Henry McKenna single barrel pick. I asked for Connor O'Driscoll to like lead the tastings. I asked for the You Do Bourbon thing to be open, so if people want to pay for that experience, they can. I asked for live music. I asked for them to cater it. What else did I
Jesus
ask for?
Christ, dude.
Sky's the limit. Just
I
ask
asked for a cigar roll. I asked
We
for
can do all
a
that.
live
Here's the
cigar
price.
roller again. Yeah, I'll ask for a live cigar roller again. I don't know. I just asked for kind of everything in the kitchen sink, and then I also asked them to do maybe a couple tours, but also something exclusive in terms of what can you give us that we haven't done before. So we'll see what they say.
Wow.
That's cool.
Mellow
I
corn's
mean,
cast strength.
yeah, you don't ask, you don't get, right? So it makes
Well,
sense.
that's what I mean. Like you don't. So they tried to check me on the Henry McKenna thing. They were like, "Well, if we do a Henry McKenna single barrel, I think we would have to file with the TTB." I'm like, "Why? It's already inherently a single barrel. It's 10 years old, and we're not even asking for it at cast strength. We're not asking you to change anything. All you would have to do is just stick a little sticker on there."
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know if we could do that, but she's like, who knows? Well, I'll ask. So
I mean, we could bring the stickers.
yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right. I'm like, we'll stick them ourselves if you want. That's fine. So
You could ask them to do it at cast strength.
we'll see. We'll see what they say, but it's shaping up already to be. It looks like it could be pretty cool. Where again, this week they said they're going to come back with a date and maybe after them marinating on for like a week to see exactly what we can do. But they have plenty of space. It's not even a question of the space. So I think it'll be a really cool event. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Cool.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
Basically, Heaven Hill just roll out the red carpet for us. That's it. Just
I
roll
mean,
it
it's, I mean, if they were rolling it out, they would have given me all that shit without asking for it.
out. That's gonna be a great time to be down there though, because the weather should be really, really nice, kind of brisky, cool.
Yeah,
Perfect.
hopefully no hurricanes will be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I know. I mean, the last event at Sagamore, I mean, it was hot.
Well, Sagamore was hot, and then
Yeah.
that was August, so that was
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
little bit nuts. And then
August.
last year was September.
So, yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, summer seems to be too hot. September we get hurricanes. Maybe we'll try October.
Yeah. That's still gonna be a lot of fun though. I just got to make sure whenever you figure out that date.
As soon as
Let me know,
as soon as I get a date from Heaven Hill, I will drop it in Patreon. I will tell
yeah.
everybody if you're planning on coming, this is the date we're going to do it. And once we get pricing and we can figure out all that other stuff, we'll get tickets on sale. So
You should have been like mud wrestling, just see if they were paying attention. Like mud wrestling. What's up, Jimmy said girls on trampolines. Yeah, just say something random, just see if they're paying attention.
yeah,
It's not possible. They just click on the adding machine.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. What else? What else? How much more can we take your money? Jesus.
No brown M&Ms.
Yeah.
Yes, no brown M&Ms.
I don't know, man. Each event's been amazing though. So
Yeah, we're just trying to make them each better each year, but everyone seems to love the whole Bardstown experience, so we want to bring it
Yeah,
back there
Bardstown was
and see if we can do Heaven Hill. That'd be great. We may actually do the community blend there for the next Penelope Master and Journey community blend selection. So if the week that we go, we're going to try to coordinate it with Penelope. We can take a big group to Lux Row, and we're going to be blending, I think, our community blend with all the different teams again. So we'll see how it goes.
Man,
Yeah, this way you guys get to do it while we're there, and then we go. So that'll be one of the experiences, and then that'll either be like Wednesday or Thursday, and then Friday will be the event, and then Saturday we're still trying to figure out what we're gonna do that Saturday in Bardstown. We're looking at that hotel that you guys heard about while we were there. So
oh, the fancy new one.
the fancy new one, just doing not anyone staying there. I mean, if you want to stay there, that's fine. But we're talking more like having like maybe like a cigar and whiskey pairing and something. Maybe get Big Vic in a hot tub or something. I don't know.
Nick's the only one that can stay there.
Dude,
right?
you know if you get a Henry McKenna barrel, you know you got to bring your mom to that. Like that's
my mom she's definitely
Yeah.
already coming. She had such a good time last year. She wants to come again. So
That's true, Tony.
She is the pick team.
Yes.
she is the pick team. Whatever barrels. If we do get a chance at one, whatever she selects, we're just gonna call it Mama's gravy or something.
You
Mama's
gotta be
McKenna.
careful, though, because she likes the Henry McKenna, right? So she's going to have the first one. Okay, this is good. We're done.
Yeah.
You know, the mom might have select-
I don't think so, man. I think Mama McKenna's gonna taste through every barrel.
Yeah.
Take a little pot shot at Beam.
Yeah.
Call it Mama's batch. Pot shot at Beam.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if we could call it a batch, the single, but maybe we could just call it Mama's.
I mean, why not? You can
Oh, yeah,
name it
we
whatever
could
you
call it
want.
Mama.
right?
Yeah, we could call it Mama's batch. I like that idea. You know what? If it happens, Ethan, we'll do it, and I'll tell her you came up with the name.
Avocado Amberana hot tub machine.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Other picks that they threw out there were a Logic Barrel Proof pick and also a Heaven Hill 7-year bottle and bond pick. So
You see the prices on the secondary market on that freaking old Fitz already?
dude, 250, crazy.
I saw one at 140 and it was purchased within like 30 seconds of it being posted. And then now they're
I got to try it at Heaven Hill when we were there.
So what's the difference between that and just the difference between that and the Heaven Hill bottle and bond? Is it that much? Is it better?
You mean like larceny?
Yeah.
There's no difference in mash bill. So that's what we were asking the guy Jimmy that was there. I'm sorry, not Jimmy, Jeremy. I'm like, so this is a 7-year product. Your larceny is like what, 6 or 7 years too? Like why? He's like, well, they're different price points, and the old Fitz is aged in a different location, so it does taste different. It's not. I actually found it really good. I usually don't like young wheaters. Now, again, I have to try it again. Maybe it's because the environment I was in, because we were just. He also poured us like a hazmat 20-year wheat whiskey that we got to try.
Whoa.
From Heaven Hill, that was incredible. Probably one of the top 10 pours I've ever had. It was insane.
Hazmat 20-year wheat whiskey.
Yep, from Heaven Hill.
What are they doing with that barrel?
They released it in their select stock.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yep, but there was very, very few.
For like
There were very few bottles of it, so it wasn't a lot. But the guys that grabbed that, if you were lucky enough to grab one of those things, I think it was 20. It was either like 18, 19, or 20 years old. But it was a high proof wheat whiskey. It was crazy. It was basically what they released in their special collector's edition, but just at like full proof. I'm like, so you chose to water it down 100 proof? They're like, well, yeah. I'm like, there wouldn't have been many bottles, so they kind of had to proof it down a little bit, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, I remember I glanced on the secondary earlier and I was like, wow, 140 for that. And all of a sudden they're bumping up to 250.
Well, because there's crazy in search ofs going on too. So everybody wants it or trying to find it. That's going to be the next. That's the flavor of the month. Last week it was the Augustas everywhere in Buffalo Turkey. Now everybody wants the old Fitz.
Yeah.
Do I even mention that Bourbon Lore Brook Hill or no?
Is that the?
How much is that going for?
Yeah, what's that one going for?
They're asking 4K.
What?
4,000 bucks.
That's the ask.
Wait, like retail?
Secondary.
Oh, on secondary.
$4,000 for what was it, like a 19-year Brook Hill?
It's a 10-year Brook Hill, I believe.
No way.
Wait, that's not. Oh no, that's not there. The other crazy one that people were complaining about was that old Stitzel-Weller one.
Cheers, guys.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, big head?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, it's old Fitz. Yeah, old 7. Yeah, it's old Fitz adjacent. Yeah, so we got to try it. I thought it was very fruity. The old Fitz 7 decanter, the new one that everyone's asking for. It's fruit forward. It's a little. I mean, it's weedy. You got obviously that wheat profile. It's not super old, but it was pretty good. I thought it was really good. I think I would not pay $250 for it. I mean, I think again, it just comes with paying for the pretty bottle, and the bag.
What's the regular retail on that one?
I don't even know what the retail on it is. It's a good question. I think it was $100. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered
as much as
one
the
somewhere, and I
decanters,
think
right?
I paid $100 for it.
Ed, what's smoking on?
Saunter. It's called Saunter by Gillis family.
Ooh, that's a good stick.
Yeah. It's good for the first cigar.
First.
400 a year, the new value marker.
Yeah.
That's wild. I mean, $4,000 for that bottle is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
The only other Bourbon Lore bottle I've seen roll around the secondary is the Ben Holiday. I've seen a couple of those.
I still have pretty much a full bottle of that one.
Yeah.
It did. It started out as a really good bottle, but it hasn't opened up well. So I'm not really sure if it's just changing, just not opening up nicely.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dan, I think you asked when we'll be in at Jack Daniels. We'll be there July 18th.
Oh wow. Okay. Right around. Yeah, that's not.
And then we'll be at Dickel July 17th.
What are you? Do you know what you're getting at Jack? Did you already request something or?
We're getting a rye single barrel and a Tennessee whiskey single barrel.
Nice. Okay, getting both.
We're
Yeah.
getting one of each.
Nice. And I know, I mean, you've obviously been there before. Like for no matter what it is, you only get 3 samples, right, of each one.
The few times I've been there, yep, you get 3 barrels each to choose from. So it's not a huge. You basically pick the best of what you got.
Mm-hmm. I imagine they're all probably pretty good anyway. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got
Walker Hines with a $20 super chat. Cheers, my friend.
Here you go, Walker.
And it's winning, buddy. Cheers, man.
I'll be at JD on Thursday, helping pick for a store up in Michigan.
Nice.
Always traveling the world.
Yep,
You flying, Gary? You driving?
driving.
Jason, are you coming back to Iowa for Cat's Eye? Says JG.
No, they sent us samples, so I think we're actually going to be tasting through those on Scott's stream tomorrow. I think.
Nice. Top Jimmy with the $20 super chat says, smash that like button. Cheers, Top Jimmy. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
You are
Too.
as well, buddy.
we will be up by where you guys were. We are going to Traverse City, and how do you say it right, Gary? Is it Traverse?
It's Traverse, man. I got blown up for that.
What?
Yeah.
Traverse
It's
City.
Traverse.
Traverse.
Okay. I've heard it like Traverse or Traverse, but Traverse
No,
sounds.
don't emphasize the A. It's not Traverse.
Yeah.
Like the
Back a handful of years ago when I did a review, I said Traverse City. I'm like, you mean Traverse? I'm like, sorry, man. Fuck. My bad.
It was like the first year I moved to Ohio, and we live right by the Scioto River. But if you look at the spelling, it's Scioto. And I was telling everybody, yeah, I got a new apartment over by the Scioto River. And
That's the Italian pronunciation.
I got lit up for that shit.
Scioto.
Every day. They're like, where the hell is the Scioto? Where the hell is the Scioto? The Scioto. It's right outside.
Yeah, so similar here. We're right next to a town called Milan, Milan, right? Like Milan.
Ooh.
And Katie called it Milan for the first year, and she caught so much crap from locals. It was great.
Yeah, my town's the same way. No one pronounces it.
I would have definitely called that shit Milan if I saw it.
Before
Thomas Anderson, cheers, man. I left you a message on Facebook. Let me know. Reach out to me at my email, dustydansreviews@gmail.com. Cheers, buddy.
Before I moved to this side of the state, we lived in Lake Orion, but if you're just reading it, it looks like Orion.
Yep.
Oh,
Constellation.
okay. Orion.
But that's just said wrong. That's just pronounced wrong. That's fine.
Yeah. He said, I dropped that link again, T-Rob, if you wanted to hop on.
Okay. I was digging back through the link on Streamlabs trying to find it. Just gonna copy it, but
Yeah, I should have just pinned it to the top of the chat, but
yeah, it wasn't there when I showed up and started, listening. I was like, oh, open mic. Huh?
Well, I mean,
Okay.
Versailles is another great example, right? In Kentucky.
oh, God. Yeah.
There's
Ed, what are you sipping on, man?
Place.
The Michter's Toasted Barrel
Ooh, the bourbon or the rye?
bourbon.
Oh. How you liking it?
I love it. Yeah, I'm a Michter's fan.
What's up,
There
buddy?
he is. He's in the comfy
What's up,
chair
Guns?
today.
Man, I'm not used to seeing that background.
Yep.
We can't hear you, T-Rob.
Can't hear you, T-Rob. We can't hear you over your giant air conditioner.
That's just a window of louvers.
No, don't turn on your air conditioner. I was kidding.
Top sale in the Carolinas is top seal.
Oh, top soul. Oh,
Top seal.
yeah, that's a little bit annoying.
Yeah. People can't spell sale or sell.
There you go,
Gary.
there's Medina in Ohio, and I was pronouncing it Medina, like Funky Cole Medina, and I got in trouble for that too.
Yeah, we've got a Medina here locally too.
You
Yeah,
got a Medina? Yeah.
Gary, is that the 2017?
That's the 2023.
Okay.
Regina?
Those are good, man. I gave the rest of mine to somebody. I can't remember who it was, but
Oh, this?
oh, was it you, Mark?
That?
Yeah.
I was just putting it in the center shelf for the
Yeah.
freebies. I'm like, well, just keep this for a while.
that was at the what event was that
It's
at?
from Bardstown. It's from
Yeah.
Bardstown.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I just bottle chug it. So
Joey
why
B,
work?
cheers, man. Good to see you.
It's got a nipple in the bottom. I don't know if I want to go to rye though.
T Rob, you sipping on anything?
Yeah, I'm drinking a little bit of Jim Beam Black 70.
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to kill it. I got about one sip left in the bottle, so I'm trying to get rid of it.
Man, that shit looks dark as hell. My God.
It's black.
Yeah.
It's got some color to it, that's for sure.
I love another glass.
We're getting to something else here. Let me see. I don't know what else I have.
well, all right, guys, I gotta call it. I gotta grab some dinner.
All right, buddy.
See you then.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, man.
Good night, Ethan.
Later, Ethan.
I can't read. I need my glasses.
Are you watching that Knicks game, Jason?
Yes, I am.
Real quick.
And I hate the Celtics and their stupid
It's
heaving up
108.
threes every 2 seconds. Yeah.
As long as they keep
Do you know
bricking
where
them.
this is from, Dan?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, right now they're kind of bricking them, so I don't mind. Oh, the Knicks.
Laser code. When was this one from, Dan?
All right. There you go, boy.
A couple more samples here.
Have they put Boston to sleep yet?
No, they're up 111 to 104 right now. 3:21 left in the fourth quarter, so we'll see what happens.
Gotcha.
I'm going way down from
Oh,
130
this is
to
the-
108.
This is the
They've had
sample
some
from you,
amazing-
Gary. I'm holding on to that one, buddy.
They've had some amazing comebacks in that series.
Yeah, they were down as much as 15 tonight, so they kind of slowly creep their way back in, but now they're hitting all their shots and playing good D.
Hell, the other night they were down 20 and came back and won.
And Boston's going back to
Marshmallow.
let's just heave up threes. So keep doing it.
So,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try a sample of the Bardstown pick we did.
It's a toasty charm marshmallow, and I like it.
Anyone know anything
Am I
about
muted?
those Reverie 16 years by Take from Shared Port? Yeah, they're unbelievably good.
The 16 year.
Yep. Yeah, I got to sample the 16 year, and I have the regular Raven. I don't know what you call it. It's the non 16 year Raven, which is what is it, like 10 and 9? It's like 2 Kentuckys, 2 Indianas blended together, and I think the highest age is in there is like either 10 or 11 years old, but it's really, really well blended.
Yeah.
Where was it all? Unknown source, I guess.
No,
Or is it all MGP?
there was MGP from Indiana, and one from Kentucky, I believe, was Heaven Hill, and I don't know what the other one was. I think it was Beam. I think the mash bills are on the back of the bottle, but I can't remember exactly. Oh, you were able to get one, Nicholas? Oh yeah, good on you, man, dude. You're gonna love it. They were really, really good.
When did the 16 years drop?
I think last week
Oh shit, I didn't see that drop.
he dropped them, but he drops them through our bourbon as like lotteries. But then I think there was a very small public release. I think.
Anyone know? Okay. Yeah, I didn't see any of them drop. I still haven't got the right bottles from the Penelope and what's that other one? The Ezra. You sent me the wrong Ezra.
You still have bottles left?
The rosé
No, he
test
never
is
sent
pretty
me
good.
he sent me the wrong bottles.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't got the other ones yet.
I forgot you got the wrong ones.
I like that.
I
rosé
thought it was
compared to
buff
the other
turkey
ones.
though. They dropped last week. I don't think those would be buff turkey. Reveries.
He is releasing some buff turkey. He is. So
Good lord.
yep.
Well, he saw the 16-year and figured that's what it was, probably.
Yeah. Well, those you sold out of those already, right?
Yeah, that was a shit show, man. Never heard so many emails of people just complaining. I mean, I get it. I understand people want the bottle. There wasn't a lot, but it's just like sometimes people have to do the math. If we're saying that there's 70 bottles of this bottle, if you think it's going to get to the third tier, I mean, yeah, it's just not going to happen. So I don't know. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. It's not happening.
Yeah.
That's the benefit of being in the high one when you can get there.
Yeah, I mean, when you can, but it's
Or if you. Yeah.
like I understand the frustration, but we have 400 freaking picks coming, so just chill out. It's like I understand people wanted the
Everybody
buffalo
else has
turkey, but
20, and there's 15 over here, and there's 70 on that one. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's too much, in my opinion.
Just tell them wait till it gets onto unicorn, then they can buy it then.
yeah. I mean, Big Ed is not wrong. Some asshole,
he's not wrong.
some asshole will put it on you. We've had so many picks go up on unicorn. Some asshole will put it up on there. So
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, how? I mean, they got to be in the higher ones to get it there, right?
well, that's what I'm thinking. Either that, or so it's either that, Mark, or it's people that are sharing links with other guys to bottles, which there's no way we can control that, unfortunately. However, I do feel like the people that are in the upper tiers, they've been with the club for a long time. Now, it's like you hope you could trust all those guys, but you never know. You could have someone that's like,
They might get paid for that too, and they get something on the back end. And
you never know. You never know. So, you don't want to make that assumption ever, but it's a part of the whole whiskey thing that unfortunately happens.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I already saw.
Why are you so dark?
Yeah, Vic, we can't see your floating
Can't
head. It's a
see
little
you,
too
buddy.
dark in what's happening. I know it's the light.
Let me rub the magic lamp so the genie will appear. I can't see it.
Oh shit! Did Jason Tatum just like bust his knee? What happened to him?
113-104 Knicks. 2 minutes 58 seconds.
I just missed what happened with Jason Tatum.
Emanecker-ish. I'm just straight up Emanecker.
Emanecker-ish. Gary, when we were picking that bourbon at Evernorth, did you like the wheated one more than the Green River, or vice versa?
Yeah, sorry.
I rated the
I
rated the weeded one higher.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, sorry, Nicholas, you're right. The 16-year was Buffalo Turkey that released last week, so yeah, you're good. The regular Raven is the blend. Sorry.
So speaking about being mad about picks showing up on secondary, Nick Jones is a little bit mad that his latest Evernorth pick is on Unicorn, but they ripped the tater sticker off of it.
Really?
Not happy about that.
Wow.
They did.
Like you still can't figure it out.
Well, I mean, it's
the description, the proof.
Yeah, it's NJ-PAB as the barrel, so there's no denying that.
Great.
Whiskey Habit, cheers, man.
I'm about to put this on Unicorn Auctions.
Do it. Do it.
What do you offer me for this?
And then
Is that the sticker?
that's the sticker.
What does that one say?
Daddy's money.
Oh my God. Daddy's money.
Daddy's money.
You know, I can understand being upset about ripping that sticker off of there. That thing needs to be on the bottle for sure.
Yeah.
Take that off. can't just take that off of there.
That's the whole thing with him, though, right? Isn't it? That's his. I mean, that's where he got his money was from his dad.
Evidently.
I mean, I know his Twitch ID is like Trust Fund Baby.
Yeah,
but that might have been a reference to something else that I know nothing about publicly.
Plausible deniability.
That's good. What are you guys drinking now? I want to drink something you guys are drinking. I know. T-Rob's got the beam.
I'm fixing to go grab something else here.
It's a little bit of that Mixtures rye. Mixtures rye. That's another pronunciation. Is it Mixtures? Is it Mixtures? Is it
The Mixtures.
Mixter?
Oh,
if you're watching the whiskeychannel.com, it's the mixtures.
Mixtures.
The mixtures.
I probably called it. I think I called it that back in the day too.
I believe it's mixtures.
What's up,
See
Vic?
me now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Oh, jeez.
Travis says no. That was a play on a then ex-girlfriend. Nice. Nice.
Even better. Even
I
better.
know nothing about that.
That's great. Victor, what you drinking, man?
Coffee, bro. Drifting around with coffee.
Come on. You had a good stream. You had a good stream the other night.
Yeah, I did. That was good.
What's that got to do with what he's drinking now?
I'm trying to get him to drink, man. All right.
No, bro.
Let me see.
Piss test in the morning.
I'm starting
Jay,
off with coffee.
Did you try the Barrel Craft Spirits PX Sherry yet?
Barrel Craft Spirits PX Sherry. No.
Yeah.
Were they sending out samples?
No, it was the bottle they sent.
Oh, I haven't received that one yet.
You got it yet? I'll give it a
Hey,
shot.
Ed, I'm sending you the information for the winner for that El Cerrito Corbin cash that you gave away that you donated. All right.
Oh wow.
Perfect. Thank you.
Does Ed remember? Does Ed remember he donated that? He's like, oh shit, I don't
Yep.
want to give.
No, because I got a 150 proof sitting right next to it.
There you go.
That's awesome.
I found some Stellum Rye, the barrel proof blend for $27. Oh my god.
That's from ages ago. That shit's insane.
Yeah.
I got this the other day. I'm gonna pour a little bit of this
Oh,
old Dominic Cash drink.
I'm down.
Nice.
It's pretty tasty.
What's the proof on that one?
Hmm.
6 years. Okay. 61%, 44% rye. Yeah, buddy.
2238.
Those high ryes are good, man. 44%.
Yeah, it's got some spice to it.
Yeah.
One bad. It's like $40-something.
That's a good price.
Yeah, I think it's like 46, 47, something like that.
Yeah. That's a good price.
I gotta save some of this and make a Manhattan with this shit. This would be so good.
Which one's that, Mark? The Mictors?
Yeah,
Yeah.
make a Manhattan with that rye. Of course, it would ruin it, I guess, because the rye's really good. Close. What year was this one from? I don't remember if we.
2017.
Okay. It's before my whiskey days. Okay.
Oh man, this thing smells good. I'm diving into the larceny barrel pick that we did. Haven't tried this yet. Been a while.
That sherry's actually pretty fucking good, man.
Is the what'd you say? It's PX or Oloroso?
Yeah, it's PX.
Oh, nice.
Minimum 6 years, 115.5 proof.
Oh,
We got Kentucky at 9 and 10 years old, Indiana at 6, 7, 8, and 12, Tennessee at 7 and 15.
hey, what did you think of the double barreled one that they put out? I actually thought it was really good.
Dude, that's a great whiskey, man. The 5-year-old one.
It's such a
The
sneaky
foundation double
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's such a good little bottle, man.
fuck yeah, it is as good as that's. Where is that? I have it over here somewhere.
That's a sneaky little. Yep.
That's the New Year's one.
So Barrel's still doing stuff after like selling their warehouse and whatever else they had going on before.
So it still equals the notes. It's very strawberry. It's like strawberry funk.
Which one?
The Larceny.
Oh.
We're calling it. We did like an RB sticker, and because it's a Deetsville. We got a Deetsville Rickhouse one. So we did like an RB sticker that says "We got the Deets."
Todd says that PX share. It is. I mean, that's actually really good, man.
We have to try that. Richie's your Warriors are up next. Yeah. Yeah, we have to. I got to try the Barrel stuff. Barrel, I feel like, has been shifting the mindset a little bit. I think they're doing more interesting stuff, doing less. What do you call it? Less releases, less LTOs, whatever you call their bottles. They're doing less of them now, and I feel like they're putting
that ice wine finish. I thought was good. That double barrel 5-year foundation was good.
Yeah.
This sherry's good, man. I like this.
Yeah, I like the cherry one. I think it is good. Yep.
Wow.
I mean, I love PX Sherry, so I hope I can grab that one. But I love that double barrel.
Jerry, do you know who won that copper and cask on your giveaway?
What?
Do you know who won the copper and cask pick?
Oh, the one that you donated?
Yeah.
Is it Party Like It's 1999? Was that yours?
Yep.
Jeffrey Winbush won that one, but he hasn't reached out yet. So I'm literally just going through all the emails right now. So I'm just trying to communicate with people and send out as many as I can. I have like 40 bottles I got to get out.
Just let me know.
Yep. I will. As soon as I hear from the guy, I will.
I got to try that one last week, Vic. That's a hell of a pick.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
Thank you.
JMax 7.3, late to the chat. What was the Green River pick? Picked up a full proof cask strength, 122 proof store pick on third and last bottle, and was hoping to find an equal.
Your Green River pick is 126 something.
Yeah, the Green River's 120.
Your Patreon.
126.8 on this one.
Nice.
Yeah, so 126.8 on that. I can't remember. I thought somebody else had one that was out.
15 drams and yours.
Yeah, I thought there was somebody else that had a Green River out. Oh no, Jason, you have to drop yours still, right?
It's coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So J Mac, there's ours that just dropped today through Patreon, and then the Mash and Journey has one coming out probably in the next, I imagine, month or so.
Yeah, we'll have one. Let me see if I can find the details for it. I feel like they told us what it was. But...
Todd, why don't you hop on here, man? Get on here, Todd. Come on. I'm currently in a sticky situation. That's not good.
They're still available on Patreon for you all.
Yeah, I mean they're still out there. I mean, I don't know how many that are left, but I can promise you, I picked up 6 myself. So
pick is in.
Yeah, and then I'm giving one away tonight to the patrons that are eligible. I'm also giving it away.
Congrats, Ed.
Huh?
Congrats, Ed.
I'm also giving away a copper and cask bottle as well. So copper and cask bottle, the Green River bottle. Those go to 2 separate people. I'm doing 3 samples of this Origin toasted Dragon's Milk. I'm also doing 3 samples of our New Holland pick. And then I'm doing 2 samples of this Southern Collective from Pat Malchow. And then 2 samples of the Japanese Mizunara Starlight from Pat. He sent me those for the in Alzheimer's bottles.
Dan, was that the origin that Luke left behind?
Yes.
That's a great bottle. That's
an amazing bottle. Yeah. So I said I'll keep a little bit, and then I'll give away a couple samples of it, and then that's that. So again, for those of you who are not used to that kind of profile, it is very sugared, peach ring forward. There's some other underlying fruits in there, some oakiness. It's amazing, and I don't know
which bottle is that? Your pick?
I'm actually doing two. So this Origin toasted single barrel was from Luke Stevens. He brought that over.
It was a Myers single barrel.
The Dragon's Milk. Yeah, that stuff is so peachy. Yep.
It's insane, man.
It's so peachy.
And then I'm doing 3 samples of our New Holland pick as well. Which is super. That stuff's whatever kind of wizardry voodoo shit they're doing over there. Crazy, man. Northwest Bourbon. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, Mark.
Mark Emanecker with a $20 super chat. That's in it to win it.
Bam.
Yes, sir, you are, Mark.
Yep.
You are in
that
it to win it,
phrase
buddy.
over here. Thanks for the coin.
Oh, there you go, man. Where'd you get that from?
It showed up in the hand delivery at one point.
Should have been hand delivery.
Showed up on your doorstep.
It did. I like the FDE in the middle of it. I like that. The color's cool.
Thank you for the super chat, Mark. I appreciate that, man.
My coin was actually a hand delivery.
Nice.
That it was. Dan, I secured 2 of your Green River bottles. Thank you, Richie. I appreciate that, man. I thought Green River was all allocated now since they. Well, I know Whiskey Habit. I know their so their weeded stuff is going to be a little more allocated this year, at least. I know there's not a ton of those weeded single barrels out there this year, anyway, according to them. But I'm sure next year they'll have some available for additional picks. So, because the Green River weeded from Liquor Barn. That's a hitter, man. I don't know where it is, but that one's really good. That single barrel is damn good. So they're getting their water from Flint. Yeah, they better not be. Hey, if they get water from Flint and their whiskey tastes like that, I'm good. I'm good. So I want to find the cast strength wheat for sure. Yeah. Do you have any idea when your Evernorth picks will drop? I want to say, I think Dan said 3 to 4 weeks. So 3 to 4 weeks, they'll all drop. So
yeah, it usually takes them about 2 plus or minus a week to bottle, and then to get out to Bourbon Outfitters another couple weeks. So
yeah. Those will hang around in our Patreon for a little while, and then after that, if there's anything left, there might be. I don't know, but they will all be consumed by their Patreon. So
then my Michigan Pour Nerds folks might also be heavily interested in them.
Yep. You'll have a spanking new Green River weeded single barrel in a couple days. Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it, man. Master Drum, congrats, Jason. Nick's up 3-1. Jay, you should. You're getting really close to 100K, aren't you? You should probably hit it this year.
Oh yeah, I'm only 1,500.
It's happening.
Wow.
It's happening, man.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, 1,500, man. It's gonna be that's gonna be a blast. I have some cool bottles that I'm gonna be celebrating with. So
Awesome.
What are you thinking about cracking?
I have an old Four Roses Elliott Select.
Oh.
That I'm gonna crack open. I have another old Wild Turkey bottle I want to crack open. I just have some cool like fun bottles, some stuff that I've been holding on to. So
Did you get that sample I sent you?
not yet, no. And wait, did you send it? What'd you send it via?
USPS, I think.
Okay, I got to go to the mailbox. It might be sitting in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably sitting in there.
Yeah. So yeah, I have some cool bottles. That just honestly, that just might be like an open mic night, just inviting people on, just hanging out, nothing crazy.
Nice.
So
He's got that Jeff Creed Amberana.
yeah,
Hey,
I have a very,
Zambrano, it's not
Oh,
too bad.
very special. I have a very special Amburana bottle. I'm going to be cracking open that night.
Mm.
I like this one. It's not bad.
There you go.
It ain't bad.
All right, now the Elijah Craig is.
It's not
Now the
Jeff
cherry's
Creed.
coming
I
back.
never
It is-
had that.
It takes a
There
little
you go.
time. Oh man,
Oh, yeah.
dude, that Elijah Craig single barrel is so good.
I like apple pie.
Mm.
Next Friday the 23rd. Yep, 21090s. Their single barrels are dropping on the 23rd.
What are they dropping?
They got 2 Evernorth picks dropping, bourbon and a rye,
Nice.
MGP rye, and then a bourbon. Green
Do we
River.
just do we just call this the Patreon allocation season or something? Because it's like all these guys, everybody's dropping.
Everybody's dropping at the same
All year
time.
long, buddy. I mean, that's what happens. Everybody, they rotate. We're following you here. We're following you. It's crazy.
Jason's
They're all
bringing out
good.
the Linnell's Red Hook rye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had one of those, I'd be in like a bulletproof case somewhere.
No, it seems like what they do, no matter who goes and picks where, it's like they all wait till and let everything sit till like 1 or 2 weeks, and then they run everything.
They
Yeah.
do. So yeah, people got to remember each distillery. Well, aside from the smaller ones, like
Right.
in contrast to Gary's point, Sean and Dan could turn around a barrel
Oh, yeah.
2 to 3 weeks, get it filled, and get
Right.
it out the door. Other people can do it that quick too. It just depends. Like Cedar Ridge, we work with.
Yeah.
If they didn't have to get the barrel label approved by the TTB before
Right.
we release it, that would have been ready to go in like a month.
Oh yeah.
But then the big guys,
Yeah.
they have like dedicated days or weeks that they do the single barrel pick program, and it takes a while.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
then they got to go
You need
through
to
the
get your
whole who's
barrel
getting
pick
it,
from
where's
the
it
selection
going,
thing on the Buffalo.
and yes, and then
This
when
was
you sit
pretty
there and you're
decent.
like, when we're getting our bottles, when are we getting it, when are we getting it? And like, well, you asked for it because now we're dropping 15 single barrels in like 4 weeks. So here you go.
Go take out a loan at the bank for the next month.
Yeah, they got 21090 got 2 Kalu single barrels last week as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think one was I know one was I think wine what was that, a PX or
It
a
was toasted.
yeah, they got the toasted bourbon, but the rye I think was finished in I don't know if it wasn't Calvados, was it port or I can't remember. Todd say it here. I can't remember.
Was it a rosé cask?
I was going to say you had me at
I don't think it was
Calvados.
rose. I don't think it was rose.
Yeah, Calvados.
Yeah, I've had some really, really good Calvados and some bad ones. So it just depends.
Hey, that dead young Murray Hill Special Reserve Batch 4.
That's the best one I've ever had.
Damn right, yeah.
Bro.
The Sagamore Calvados from a couple years ago. I love that
Yeah.
bottle.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That was a good one.
I
Yep.
never had that one.
You see, they're dropping that 123 proof again, right?
Of the
Are they?
the Sagamore.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know when it drops, but I saw it on Coming Whiskey's page.
That's what I did.
Nice.
I also saw their you see their 10-year that they got up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Yep, they're dropping. So they've done an 8-9. They're going 10-year now next. So
Yeah. So Todd said one's a toasted bourbon and the rye is finished in PX sherry.
Oh, nice.
damn, dude. And oh yeah, that's another pick we got coming in, Dan. Freaking Sagamore rye that we did. Oh, God, doesn't stop.
All right, but you got enough people, man. You sell them though. You know, you sell them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Listen, yeah, we've been blessed in that fact, but at the same time, it's like you just you want to be able to give people a break sometimes, but sometimes
No breaks, man.
no breaks. Get the credit card out.
That's right. You guys got to open up your own bank, man. Get some loans going on.
Man.
Oh yeah, you know how many times we've gotten? Is there a Master Journey credit card I can apply for?
Get some points. Yeah, you gotta get some points, man.
Got my whiskey on layaway.
See, my question about that 123 Sagamore though is: are they going to keep it for good, or are they going to like make it limited like this last one was? So I think the last one was on like a test.
So is this a cash strength? Just as a cash strength rye?
Yes, yeah, 123 proof rather than the 116.
Yeah, usually
usually
they're in the 1 teens. So okay, interesting.
I had a bottle of it last year when they released it, and I loved it. I thought it was way better than the standard release for me anyway. But I think a couple people have bottles. Vic, didn't you have one?
I gave it away, bro.
What?
Yep. Because like they said, oh yeah, it's gonna be dropping. So I said, all right, fuck, I'll grab one later.
Yeah.
Nope. Never fucking showed up again.
One and done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't around long, so I'm curious if when they drop it, if it's gonna stick around for a little while, or if it's gonna just be in and out like it was last time. I don't know. T-Rob, you mean it's not smart to take out a home equity loan for whiskey? Oh, goodness.
But on the positive side of that, I mean, me personally, I would have not known some of these whiskeys ever existed, and all the unique whiskeys that are picked.
Yep.
I mean, it's a blessing to be able to be a part of that. So,
Yeah.
It is.
but I know you guys do get a lot of garbage for it, so I see it, I watch, I read it. It's like crazy.
I mean, not so much. I mean, maybe. Well, I don't really. I mean, Jay probably does for selling out stuff quick. You know what I mean? But like at my kind of level, it takes. It still takes a little while to kind of get through some things. But
Yeah, it's just a tough thing to navigate nowadays, just because like we do pick a couple barrels or even 3 barrels of certain things. Like sometimes they don't sell out, and it's like we have enough for the group, but like every now and again, people don't buy everything, and then we get stuck with those.
Yeah.
And then it's like that just kind of messes up the next pick. And then when we do, like it was funny with the whole Augusta thing because we did a poll, and a lot of people were like, "I'm not paying $300 for a bottle. I'm not."
Yeah. Yeah. I think.
Yeah, then they sold out in 3 minutes. It was ridiculous. So it's like, well, I'm like, what kind of a pulse are we actually getting here? So
Right.
but I mean,
I think that's why some people got ill, was because they figured that at that price point they weren't going to sell that quick. And when they did, they were like,
yeah.
"Oh shit!"
And we went through the list, and we got guys. We got guys that bought both. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like seriously? Like Scott and I never thought people would buy one of each.
Right.
Like we thought, like, all right, we're gonna have to the almost hazmat ones probably gonna go first, and then the rest will go. But guys were buying one of each, and we were suggesting you just pick one and buy it because we never really thought that people were gonna actually buy both, but people did.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm like it's your money, whatever you want to do.
That's when you're like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's weird because I think for me anyway, you're starting to see more people buying picks than just the standard whiskeys that's sitting on shelves right now.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's stuff that's just sitting on shelves now that would be gone 6 months, a year ago, and it's now it's just sitting on shelves. And
I grabbed over this weekend here in Ohio. I got the new Blood Oath, and I got the new Jefferson's Cask Strength
130 proof one.
Yeah,
I saw that in a store. I didn't buy it, but I was like, holy shit! I wonder like how old this is.
I grabbed that just to try it, but normally those Blood Oaths would have been gone in 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're just sitting around. It's like the gap. I've been saying it. The gap between guys that are willing to pay like $1,000 or $2,000 for some crazy like a bourbon lore type bottle, versus the guys that just want to like just pay for like what they like and what's available on the shelf. Like that gap is widening, and in that gap, you have the people that are willing to pay for like $150 bottles that want to try something maybe a little bit more limited. Like that gap is widening, and people aren't as much willing to pay for that type. It seems like people either want the cheap bottles or they'll go crazy and get something expensive that's really limited.
Right.
Well, that and like Blood Oath and Midwinters
Cheers, Mr. Jakes.
at 99, they're still in the conversation for me.
Yeah.
At 125, 150, I'm done with them. If they're going to ask me to spend that much, do I want a Blood Oath or what I'd rather grab a 4-gate, spend a little bit more, grab a 4-gate.
Yeah.
Same
Cheers,
same
Randall.
with the Midwinters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I
send me
hear
the
you,
email.
man.
Just,
Yep.
just tell them
And aren't like
you're
some of
gonna
those Blood Oaths, they're like hit and miss, right? 1 year it's
They
good, or then 2 years they're just like,
The problem with the Blood Oaths that just the proof is too low, 98.6.
1.6. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the finishes are just very, very like they're just barely there. So I
Yeah.
feel like if I'm paying for like a PX finish on an older bourbon from Blood Oath, if it's going to be that low of proof, give me some more finish to taste.
The flavor.
not-
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not saying overpower it, but like to Gary's point, like 4-gate, yeah, I mean you can get on them for the pricing, but a few years ago everybody wanted 4-gate. Now it's like nobody wants to buy their shit anymore. The price is too high all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But anyway, 4-gate had like that magical ability to finish something at the right point where it gives you the flavor of the finishes that they're utilizing without overtaking the backbone of the whiskey. And I feel like Blood Oath never gets to that point. It's almost like they cut it too short.
Well, they don't finish everything in the blend. They only finish like one of the whiskeys in the blend of like 3 or 4 that they put into the batch.
And it's usually the youngest whiskey that gets finished in the like this year is a tequila finish.
Yeah.
And then it gets overpowered by like the 12 or 13 or 14 year bourbon that's in the blend. So all you really taste is oak.
That might be a good idea. That might be a good thing.
yeah, I was gonna say with tequila finish, that might be a good thing.
I mean,
Mhm.
yeah.
I just don't see how that even works out. Ugh.
Tequila is the new Amburana. Sorry, Big Vic. Everyone's gonna be doing
No, it
that.
ain't. No,
Yes,
it
it
ain't,
is.
bro. No, it ain't.
I'm not talking about in your belly and your gut.
Oh,
I'm talking
oh,
about. I'm talking
Hey, they
about.
ain't had no rare
Yeah,
breed
it's-
finished in tequila yet. So
No, tequila's having this crazy hype right now out here too. Like,
Yeah, tequila is very hyped, and I think that whiskey creators are seeing this and they're trying to utilize that to their advantage a bit.
Blake Benson says, "Did you guys talk about the Old Elk acquisition yet?" We did not.
Yeah, Middle West bought Old Elk.
Yeah,
Hear that?
yep,
Yeah.
sure did.
Oh wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
that is.
And I always wondered like how Old Elk was doing because nobody really talks about their stuff anymore much.
No.
Their stuff just sits around here. I mean,
Yep.
it's just-
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, man. I just people are. I look around and I don't really have anything outside of like Elijah Craig barrel proofs that are not picks.
Yep.
K Luke. I mean, I got the K Luke stuff. I mean, Barrel Craft Spirit sends me that stuff, but like I buy everybody's picks.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I buy, but it's mainly because I like the picks that y'all do. So I mean I don't have to worry about that. Like if y'all say it's good,
when you-
99.9%,
when you know you're gonna get a good pick. You don't
exactly.
mind spending money.
It's a good bottle. So
Yeah.
I don't mind spending money for something like that. Whereas you get some of these others, you're guessing. Unless you
Well,
get to try it
especially
before
in
you
the-
buy it.
Yeah. Around here, you can't taste it before you buy it. So a lot of times you're going in
Mhm.
blind unless you can get a sample
Yeah.
from somebody.
I mean, that's. I mean, I'm curious as to what Middle West does with that, though. What they do with that acquisition. Like,
Well,
I mean,
I think it just gives them another. Here's what's interesting with it. This is the way I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Is Old Elk has been in the game for quite a while. They're sourcing a lot of these custom weeded blends that Greg Metz wanted to do while during his days in MGP. So he's got some older age wheat stuff in there. That's something that if Middle West is lacking anything, Middle West has incredible quality, but they're lacking in age. So now I'm wondering if they take any of those barrels, maybe bring it over to their side, maybe do some blending with them.
Yeah.
Start doing some different stuff, but so they could put a little bit more aged whiskey into
That's
their
right.
blends with their.
Yeah.
One of the highly underrated products that Middle West makes is their wheat whiskey.
Oh, it's good.
Their wheat whiskey is delicious, but you
I've
just
never had their wheat whiskey.
a lot of people talk about their pumpernickel rye.
Yeah, the pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel.
But their wheat whiskey, when you have
Yeah.
the right barrel, it's so effing good. So I'm wondering if they're going to be doing some of that. It's a completely different mash bill that Old Elk is utilizing. They have super high malted barley in there, which Greg Metz wanted. He thinks it makes the whiskey more rounded, a lot smoother. I get it, and I think that's what he's going for. And I think that's actually some of my issue with it. It's a little bit too soft for me.
Gotcha.
So, with all that
Double,
barley.
need a double pumpernickel, double oak.
Not to mention though, some of the Old Elk stuff is pretty expensive, man. It's not cheap.
Price point's pretty high.
I think the price point is what hurt them. $120 is like mostly their stuff.
Yeah,
that's too. Yeah, that's pricey.
And when you have an age statement on there, it's like 6 or 7 years old. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think, right? Like, because, like, we're doing picks of 6 and 7 year stuff that's half that price. That's I will say much better, but I mean, being honest, I mean, yes, that's Old Elk has their own.
I think Old Elk has been able to market themselves and build themselves as kind of a niche market. I think there are people that really do love Old Elk because it's so sweet and so easy to drink.
Yeah.
So I do think that's the market that has sustained them for quite a while. And I think that now with this whole drop off, maybe there's people not as curious about trying their stuff. So maybe Middle West is like, okay, we'll acquire you. We'll see what we can do with your barrels. Maybe even
there you go.
Maybe there's some cross pollination there where they can kind of help each other out. I haven't really read the details of the deal, so I have to. Like who's getting what?
It would be a smart move by Middle West, though. I mean, if they got the money to acquire them, then hey, do it.
Yeah.
I mean, how wide is Middle West distribution compared to Old Elks?
That I don't know.
Middle West isn't. It's not in a bunch of states, but Middle West is doing a shit ton of contract distilling now. That's why they bought. That's why they bought that. That's why they built that giant distillery now. That's right here in downtown Columbus. They have a tasting room. They have a tasting room in the place you go where you do your picks. It's kind of the nicer, more upscale place. But then the other place is it's like industrial. It's almost like an MGP type place. It's like it's just all contract distilling. I mean, they're distilling some of their own stuff there too, I assume, but they have a lot of contract distilling that they're doing. The only reason why I know that is because I know the girl that actually works at Middle West that actually does the contracting for it.
Oh, okay.
And every time I look at her, I'm like, so who's contract distilling with you now? She always gives me a look. I can't say anything.
Wink, wink, nod. Say no more.
Does Middle West do their own finishing? Because they do some pretty good finished bourbons.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But again, the you're looking at those age statements. It's like 5 years, 6 years, and even though they're bangers, I mean, they're younger profiles. So, but maybe it'd be cool now. It's like our 6 years been blended with now like a 10 or 11 year like I mean, I don't know what that looks like. Maybe they just bought it because they wanted the naming rights, or maybe it's like an investment for them. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't know if
they might have got a good deal on
Penelope. Penelope has the store, the distribution. They seem to be able to move whiskey, whereas MGP under their own labels, it seems to be fits and starts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but now, I mean, God, they you still hear about Penelope. They're still in the game for sure.
Well, they got the key to the castle now.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's why it was such a smart purchase by MGP. Is somebody who knows how to get our stuff to the stores
right.
and get consumers interested in it.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think it's a pretty interesting. I don't want to say it's a smart move, but I think it's interesting for Middle West.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see like how that shakes out. It's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
When the next
Don't
time
know
I
what the
talk
long
to-
game is.
Next time I talk to Rudra here at Middle West, I'll ask him and I'll see if I can get. You know what? I'll actually try to call him tomorrow, and maybe I could get the skinny before my live stream on Wednesday, so I can let everybody know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do some investigative reporting.
They're like, hey, Middle West is Jason C for the Messenger Up. What kind of what are you exactly doing with all that old elk shit? What are you doing with it?
You're going to need a fedora for that.
So Travis said, believe it or not, a little birdie told me that MGP's contract with Old Elk was awful for Old Elk. That's why bottles were always overpriced.
I mean, Travis, that could be.
Middle West distributes in 43 states. Holy shit. I didn't know that.
We've got it here in South Carolina, but you mostly only see it at like Total Wines or the big discount stores.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Middle West is exactly. I mean, they have great distribution now, but I don't think they're exactly a household name yet. So
Right.
Yeah. They can be.
they definitely can be, and I think the more people that start sourcing from them, as what we're seeing,
Yeah.
it's just their whiskey's just going to get more and more out there. I
Continue
mean,
to grow.
honestly, I could tell you guys for my brand, I'm looking at using some of their stuff. So
Good.
Okay.
why not?
I mean, with the stuff they have now, think about their stuff with 2 to 3 more years of age. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to buy some of that 5-6 year pumpernickel rye, sit on it for a couple more years.
Oh my god!
Freaking double oak it or throw like a sherry finish on it and just see what happens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. Big Vic just went from 6 to midnight hearing that.
Oh yeah.
Which time zones?
Ah, shit, that's funny. Oh,
That'd be I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. I knew there was going to be some more acquisitions this year. I just didn't know what.
Heaven Hill just sent me this. I got today. Haven't tried it yet. The new old Fitz Spring 2025 edition.
Oh,
a 9-year.
Crack it
What's a
open,
9-year?
man.
Nice.
You want a live review? I'll try
Do it up.
Yeah, man.
I'll try it. I mean, I don't know. I never liked their young weeders. We'll see.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Why you need a decanter, T-Rob, in your collection?
Actually, I've got a 17-year-old that I'm waiting. When I retire, I will be in my last job for 17 years, so I'm gonna pop it in. So.
There you
So
go.
here's what I was thinking. I get like two of these a year because of the media samples. I have an empty decanter bottle. I'm just gonna like sip one of these, do the review, and then fill it so I can review and have like a complete Old Fitz blend in that decanter bottle.
That'd be cool, man.
All Fitz Infinity. Yeah.
Yeah. Old Fitz infinite.
Infinite.
Get an empty decanter and fill it with larceny.
I just want the
There
bottle.
you go.
Oh, that actually smells good. It doesn't smell too young. Okay, I see you, Old Fitz.
I see.
well, didn't you say you like the 7-year stuff?
Yeah, but the 7-year has that weediness, but it was actually very fruit forward. The Old Fitz 8-year, I hated. I thought it was just way too.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It had no character to it. It was kind of like bland. This at least smells a little better.
Nice.
Old Finity bottle.
Old Finity. Oh, I like that.
There you go.
Maybe do an Old Finity.
That's right.
So, Dan, what other picks do you have on tap, man? I know you're just getting through the Green River, and I want to bring up another pick, but what are you looking at?
So I know we have the old Dominic that's going to release
Next
maybe
week.
maybe August sometime. I did
by then, you know.
I did reach out to Jack Daniels, so I'm just waiting to hear get a confirmation on a date back for that. So that's why I was asking you when you were going, because I didn't know what the time frame may look like.
So that contact worked out for you?
Yeah, it was a different one. I don't know if that person is no longer there, or if they switched roles. But I got somebody else for that.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you got the right person. Yeah.
And it really pissed me off because I emailed that person and I never got a response back. So I emailed again, a little more firm, and I never got an email back. So I emailed I emailed the guy I usually talk to, and I was like, hey, like I emailed this person, I didn't get a response. Like, what's the deal? And he was like, oh no, this is the new rep for DC. And I was like, okay. So I emailed her, no response. Emailed her last week, no response. I was like, all right.
Oh,
okay. So I emailed him again. I was like, hey man, look, like I've been working with you guys for a while. We have a good relationship. I've emailed this person twice. I really want to do a Jack Daniels pick. Can you point me in the right direction, please? Finally got a fucking response back like earlier today. So
great day.
Like, come on, what are we doing here? So hopefully that is going to be in the works. I don't know when. That's why I was asking you when you were doing yours. I didn't know.
Yeah, it was. They kind of screwed ours up. We were originally going to go this month, and then they like double or triple booked. So now we couldn't. We had to switch it to July, and that's the only reason why they gave us one of each. Normally, you only do either a Tennessee bourbon or Tennessee. I'm sorry, it's not a bourbon.
What is it? Yeah. I asked for a little bit later on in the year, but I just so we'll see. When she responds, we'll see what she says. But other than that, I know Nolan has reached out and said that he has some stuff set to the side. I know you guys just got some stuff from him. I know, and Mike from NBC has emailed me, and I'm hesitant on the NBC stuff, man. The price point is tricky.
I'm with you, man. We still have the 2 picks we did late last year are still sitting around.
Yeah,
they didn't sell out.
That's why I'm
to buy that shit for $130, $140. So
yeah. Other than that, I mean, I really can't think of anything off the top of my head. So I'll keep my options open. I know it's a little bit harder for us to kind of get through stuff, but but we'll see. I don't want to go in the direction of getting stuff that like to be very transparent. Like I would probably never do a Starlight again, right?
Oh yeah, we're not going back to Starlight anytime soon.
Yeah. There's stuff that you just want to you want to steer away from, and unfortunately, I know Starlight does a lot of crazy stuff, but that's just it's a brand that just doesn't sell, it doesn't perform like you would think.
It doesn't, not like it used to.
No, it's oversaturated. So. I mean, I'll keep my options open. I mean, I'm open to anything, really. It's just, I just got to be careful, because I don't want to get stuck in a situation where I have to fork out X amount of $1,000 for a barrel if it doesn't sell or whatever it may be, So I want to be smart about it, and I want to make sure that the people I partner with are cool with it too. And my biggest thing, I'll partner with anybody. I don't care who it is. I mean, Jay, I partner with you. Vic, we've done stuff.
Yeah, you partner with me. Imagine that.
They invited me along.
Yeah, I mean Gary. Yeah, I mean it's just trying to be smart about stuff. That's all it really is. Just because of the oversaturation, everybody's buying picks and everybody's doing picks. So that's the only reason. I love doing the picks. I really do. I love when people enjoy the stuff that we do. It's just a matter of being careful with what you get. So.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for me to, so I'll be transparent with our New Holland pick, with the yields being so high, whatever we don't sell within 60 days, we got to buy ourselves. So I mean, I don't expect after 60 days to have any inventory left, but those are the kind of reasons why you kind of hesitate towards things that have high yields. And I don't have a big push like you do. You know what I mean? Like it's very different. So it's just that's why I say to try to be a little bit more cautious when trying to find single barrels and stuff like that. So just because of that reason. So.
No, you definitely have to be more selective.
Yeah.
But I think you guys as a group been really smart in what you've been picking. I think it's stuff that the group wants. It's good prices. It's I think it's and that's what we talked about like late last year. You just have to be a little bit more selective.
Yeah.
That's all.
And too, like when you think about it, right? So like, we had, I mean, Gary can vouch for this. When we were down there, we had 8 or 9 people at New Holland that all really vouched for what we picked. And then over at Evernorth, I mean, we had between Klein and Dan and Sean tasting and Josh Fritz and a couple other people, there's probably 13 people tasting these whiskeys that we were tasting. And I mean, we were all pretty much in agreement on the 2 bourbons between them being first and second place between a couple people. That American light whiskey was number 1 on, I want to say everybody's list. I mean, Gary can probably speak to that.
Yes.
So
it was.
It would be different. It would have been a different situation if like those bourbons were a couple first place, a couple second place, a couple thirds, right? Like that would have been different. We probably wouldn't have got 2 at that point. But to have a couple people say, hey, you know what, we can't leave this barrel behind, and that's really the ultimate reason why we did 3. I know
and those bourbons were so different.
Yeah, and it is a risk, right? It's a risk because, I mean, well, I want to say it is, but I want to say it isn't because number 1, I know Dan and Sean, said what they said, and I won't say that here, but I know Gary has contacts up in Michigan that'll buy that stuff too. But again, it's not, I don't say that because it's not good. Like that stuff's great. Like all 3 of those single barrels are fucking fantastic. And I hope that when they drop, you guys buy them because I'm telling you that stuff's phenomenal. So, I don't know.
Well, I know if it goes public, the Evernorth stuff's gone in
for sure
20 minutes.
For sure.
Yeah, we sold out of ours really quick. So yours, considering the group you had selecting those, they're going to go. So.
Yeah.
Lance says, I bet the New Holland will go fast. Not a lot of picks out there. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, man.
Yeah.
New Holland's great, man. I mean, that sugary peach ring note is, I don't know. It really makes me think. Like I don't know how they get that note out of their whiskey. I really don't. I don't know if it's the yeast or the fermentation process or whatever it is, but whatever it is amazing.
It's working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice thing is Evernorth is their Patreon will buy. That's what I'm saying, Jay. Like I didn't want to say it because I don't want it to resort to that, but I know it is a lot of bottles between all 3. So, I know they said.
I totally get what you were saying earlier when you were like, you go in there with the mindset of buying like 1 or 2 barrels, and you just keep trying. Like we can't.
Yeah, I mean, when 13 people are saying, well, this one plays first, this one plays second, like that's hard to. It's hard to leave that barrel behind. You know what I mean? Like you want to get it because it was some people's favorite. It was some people's second favorite. It was nobody's third favorite. Like, so.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's first and second is a palate preference versus a quality.
Yeah, sure. For sure. 100%.
What was the age on the light whiskey?
18 years.
18 years.
Oh, nice.
100 and I think Dan said it clocked in at 68.5%.
Nice.
Crazy, man.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, I mean, as we tried the first one, it was good. It was really good. We tried the second one, it was even better than the first. We tried the third one, and that was that was it.
Phenomenal.
That was it. Yeah. I mean, we didn't have to taste anymore after that.
Yeah.
you know. I think we were all feeling pretty nice after that anyway. So yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We're feeling warm and fuzzy. Inside.
Yeah,
A
little bit. You guys are being smart, selective. It's not the picks; it's the the tech clubs. Most of us in the same groups. How many? Yeah. How many Starlight picks can you have? Exactly. You know, yeah. It's just about being smart too, and you know, it's trying to grow the base of what we have, and try to gain the trust of people that we're trying to pick the best picks that we can that we have available. You know.
Sure.
You know,
well, I don't know this for sure, but case of Evernorth with Dan and them, you know, they've tasted through a lot of those barrels. You know, they kind of know, hey, you know, this would be a good single barrel. This barrel would be better for a blend. You know, and so
that's very true, T-Rob, because I mean, when we were there, Dan was like, come taste this stuff. This is stuff that we're blending and we're sitting on. And I mean, just going around and tasting all these barrels and all this different stuff. And, you know, they're excited to kind of show you what they got and some of the stuff they have. And, you know, it's fun and exciting and knowing that they have some stuff to kind of play with later on, you know.
There you go.
But no, it is fun to go there and kind of taste your things and find some things that are interesting. And, you know, the good thing is there's groups of people that have great picks coming out, right? You got stuff from M&J, you got stuff from us, you got stuff, you know, 21090's got good stuff coming out. So there's a lot of people that have a lot of good stuff coming out, man. So Stuff and Whiskey's got good stuff coming out. So I'm saying the picks, it's all about picks.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I got to say, this old Fitz Ball and Bond 9-year is actually really good. It's pretty good. Nice. It's not mind-blowing good or not like, holy shit, I got to overpay for this good. This is a good retail, very, very, for 9 years old, it's got a good amount of depth. It also this is a quintessential drinks like a weeder. It is really smooth and sweet. Yeah. It is apple pie. It is toffee. It is all of that. A little bit of pastry crust in there. Drinks really easy. Has just enough spice to kind of keep it interesting, but it's good for a 9-year. This is pretty impressive.
So what's the MSRP on those ones, Jay? Do you know?
This one's $130 MSRP. I mean, it's got like your classic vanilla, little bit of the butterscotch. That might be what's keeping me like, oh my god, I like this. So
yeah, that sweetness.
But the apple, I get a lot of the apple pie. The apple pie's on here, which is pretty strong.
Lance says,
"Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough for the infinity bottle."
Oh yeah.
Lance says the Evernorth will screen that light whiskey pick from M&J was insane. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That the one that we picked was like, it was just, what was it, Gary? It was like a double barreled light whiskey, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It had, like you said, it had like, light whiskey to me can be pretty uninteresting most of the time, but if it has some of that oak to balance it out and has like a backbone to it, it could be so incredibly good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, with those being 99.1, that sweetness can be super overpowering. And like you said, to have a balance, to have something to offset that sweetness is perfect.
And ours did have the structure to it as well as having the oak.
Yeah.
And
that's one thing about light whiskey. I love sweet. So, you know,
you and me both.
The more candy-esque it is, man, I'm all over.
Dude, that butter pecan, I have the butter pecan, and that's, I mean, I love that bottle. I have maybe that much left, and like I want to finish it, but I don't. I've been savoring that for a very long time. Same thing with what was your other light whiskey you have? What the hell was that?
The one that we did?
Yeah, you guys did.
Wasn't that
last year?
What light whiskey did we do? Actually, let me look. I have the. Well, we did the Evernorth, the butter pecan.
There was another one. What is it? I have it in the other room. I have another one from you guys. What the hell was that? I think it was last year.
Isn't that the one from the limousine ride? Or was that the bourbon?
The Spaniard? I don't think it was
The
that
Spaniard?
No, I have one of those, but that thing's amazing.
That's not
Yeah.
like whiskey.
I just thought you guys had another.
one. I don't know.
The Octanium?
I mean, we had the brain candy we did.
That's the brain. Yeah,
candy.
that's
Brain
yeah.
Oh, that's the one you're thinking about?
That's the brain candy. Yeah,
Oh, damn, dude, that's old school.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that stuff's just so good. Like, I only have a little bit of that left. I have like a little bit of the butter pecan left, and
Yeah.
I love, like, to your point, Rob, like that sweet stuff. Oh man,
I'm
a sucker
all
for that sweet shit,
Yeah.
man.
Same here.
I'm telling you, the light whiskey mash bill that I tried at Green River that they had, it's a different mash bill than what Dan and Sean have.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
That shit is
Nice.
Oh my god, he's got it. Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The that's probably one of my best. That's probably one of my favorite low key sticker creations. Was that one? That was one that was fun to make. Yeah, the mash bill from Green River that I tried that has a different light whiskey mash bill than usual is incredible.
So not a 99.1.
Nope.
Interesting.
Nope.
Huh.
But again, it works. So like typical light whiskey, once it gets into like those 15 plus years, really starts getting the oak and starts bouncing out and
Yes.
working.
Oh yeah.
The mash bill that they're utilizing with this one, it works even better at a younger age because it's got more oak in it. And
Yeah.
I'll talk about it more if we end up using it, but I'm not sure if we're using it yet. But I think Jared bought a bunch, so we'll see.
Gotcha.
Well, since we talked about it earlier,
Oh,
There we go.
Calvados.
Okay.
Calvados.
You say Calvados, I said Calvados.
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 What is it?
Calvados.
Is it Traverse or is it Traverse?
Travels.
Calvados Carnal.
like Pat Travers, the musician.
I drink my thing like canal.
Keep it gangsta, y'all.
Snorting whiskey, drinking cocaine.
Jason, so how curious are you this year to see what your results were from the Ascot Awards? Because
I'm curious every year. I will say this though. I had probably the most platinums I've given.
I was just going to say that to you.
Yeah.
That's why I was just going to say that to you. I have more platinums than I had last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny you said that. I was literally just going to say that.
So this is probably the year. Now I only had, I think, 1 or 2 double platinums.
I was getting ready to say, how about the doubles? Yeah.
But regular platinums, I had like at least maybe 6 or 7, maybe 8
Okay.
ish.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the rest were like either gold or forget about it.
Yeah, I had a couple. I had a couple like no grades, a good handful of honorable mentions.
I had so many honorable mentions.
Yeah, I think I had nine double platinums, or I'm sorry, nine platinums. And then I mean there was a handful of gold, obviously, but I was curious because I mean there was a lot of stuff that was. And I mean, obviously, we had different shit because we talked about some of it, but I'm curious. I'm curious to see what some of these results were because
It's not the. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Because sometimes what I feel like it should be platinum, like doesn't get platinum, and then all the shit that we do honorable mentions end up getting like platinum. So
yeah.
It's
But it really should be lead.
Those are all the Smoke Eye Hills.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was a Smoke Eye Hill in there. Yeah,
there could have been. I mean, I rated that high last year.
Yeah. Me too. There were some.
I rated it high.
There were some pretty ladies in there.
Yeah. Yep. Tommy D says, "Cheer all again." Cheers, Tommy D.
Cheers, Tommy
D.
Tommy back at the rental. Oh shit, Tommy! I sent you a sample today. I don't
Yeah,
know how
Tommy,
long
I got
they're
your-
rental for, but
Tommy D, I got your box in the way. I had to put the Calumet sample he won in it, and then I'm sending that out. So I'm just sending out like 15 other boxes tomorrow.
Rye 3 Hazmat 16-year light whiskey picks are pretty good. I've had one of those. That was pretty good. But I don't remember being a 16-year though. I thought it was 17. Maybe.
Hurry up. Fucking Tommy.
Tommy, are you in Wyoming right now? Or are you somewhere else? Are you in the bunker or no?
No, he's in Wyoming. The rental's in Wyoming.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's where I sent it. So as long as he's still there. I didn't know that was a rental. I thought he was there. Okay, cool. All right, you should get it in a couple days. I UPS'd it, I think. I think I UPS'd it, not USPS.
Probably had you send it to his daughter's house, daughter and son's place.
Yeah,
So
'cause
now the only thing he's got to worry about is if his son doesn't drink it before he gets a hold of it.
Has anyone tried the new Calumet releases? JH, funny you say that. So we were with Dan and Sean, and Dan went to his car and grabbed a sample bottle and poured it, and it was one of them. I don't know if it was the 17 or the.
It was the 18.
They had the 18 because the first time I tried it, Sean bought it in Kentucky when he was there. He said he was gonna surprise Dan with it when he got back because Dan couldn't come to the event. So yeah, what'd you think?
It's 500 good, but it's damn good.
It's damn good.
It's damn good. It is.
I like it way more than the 17, and I've been telling people just skip the 17 because if you're gonna pay that much money,
may as well go to the 18.
You might as well pay the extra 100 and go up and get the fancy bottle and the better bourbon for the 18.
Yeah, damn good. And there was a couple of us that tried it, and I was very impressed.
It's got like that heavy cherry without getting too medicinal. At least I'm hoping it doesn't go to that with more airtime. Sometimes that happens, but we'll see.
I don't know if it'd be like more Luxardo.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really nice.
Yeah,
it's good.
I wish it sucked more because then ignoring it is just so easy.
Yeah. It's got a way better texture too than the 17 does too. It was very velvety on the palate.
Nice.
Lance says, have you tried any of that Nobleton stuff? I don't even know what that is. What's Nobleton's?
Never heard of it.
Nobleton's. What is that? I don't know what that is. What is that?
I don't know what Nobleton is.
I don't know what that is either. Nobleton's.
You have a stump.
That address is gonna go. Okay, good. That's where I sent it. Tommy. That was your sample you won the other day.
There you go.
Well, 2 Mondays ago, because I wasn't on last Monday.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off, man. I got to go to work in the morning. Unfortunately,
all right, buddy.
So hey,
I got work in the morning. I actually have to go edit a video before I go to bed. So I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right,
Cheers,
buddy.
Jason.
Later, guys.
Jay.
Always great seeing you guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
I have to work in the morning too, but this is how I feel about it. I'm sticking around.
I'll probably go backstage here in the next 10, 15 minutes anyway. So
Yeah, what happened to Emenecker?
I don't know. Did he fall?
Making popcorn.
He took a massive
Making
shit.
popcorn.
Long ass time.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a while.
And need to put a poll in chat.
So, Ed, that's your
Yes, sir.
second cigar, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say I know. I saw you using that thing to smoke your the end
The
of the first.
first one.
Like, there's no way he's going back to that. I do need to do the giveaways though because it's 11 o'clock and I know people have dropped from the chat. So I do have the giveaway for the 2 bottles. So one of the bottles is going to be for the Copper and Cask. The other giveaway is going to be for the Green River when I get it. So let's go ahead and get ready to do that now. And then we'll get into the sample giveaway here. so let's share a screen. All right, here we go.
Just trying to give you some luck, buddy. That's
Good
all.
Lord. All right. Let's post that up. Let's see if I can find this thing. Where is it? I don't see it yet. Usually it pops up in like 30 seconds. It's so weird. That's why Gary is the GOAT. That's right. Gary's the GOAT. Hey man, Gary, Katie, and I were up pretty late the other night. I mean, we're having some
along
fun.
with Whack.
Yeah. Me, you, Jeff, and Katie. We were having a time. All right, so you guys can see that, right?
Half of it.
Yeah, you got to scroll it down a little bit.
You know, I see half.
Yeah.
All right. Let me scroll it down this way. There
you go.
There.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, guys. So this is all the patron members who are eligible for the bottle giveaway. I am going to go ahead and shuffle this a handful of times. Get these names mixed up. Yeah, I hate how bad this thing lags. All right. So the first bottle giveaway for Patreon is going to go for the Copper and Cask. Here we go. Who wins it? D. All right, Todd D. Win that Copper and Cask. All right. We're going to shuffle again. And this is going to be for the Green River, which I do not have yet. I got to go pick them up from Sealbox in DC. Here we go. Bottle giveaway. Who's a go-to?
Told you. Brave.
Congrats, Ed.
Thank
Ed,
you.
congrats, buddy. You won the Green River. Which means you don't have to order any now, Ed. You got one coming to you for free.
Still got one coming.
All right, congrats, man. All right, so we're going to get into this giveaway. If you guys can do me a favor and hold down the chat for me, I do have to enter these into the Wheel of Names. Let me close this out. Actually, I'm just going to start a new one. All right. There's that. Close this other one out on the screen. Where is that? There it is. Close. All right. Yep. If you guys can give me just a couple minutes here, I'm going to enter the giveaways in here real quick. Northwest Urban, cheers, brother. Mark, real quick question for you. Are you good for the Double Trouble Invitational? Are you good to do it again? Vic, are you good to do it? Ed, would you want to do it? Gary, let me know, guys. If you guys want the double, you good?
I'm
if you want
bad
to do
at those. I don't know if you want me on there doing that. I'm bad.
Okay.
Just do it, Ed.
It's up to you, brother. Whatever you want. I want to give you that option. If you want to do it, you're more than welcome. Gary, same with you. Because I'm not going to do a qualifying round this time, so it's just going to be straight bracket, and then winner moves on. So,
are you doing teams or individuals?
Teams, yeah, teams.
Okay.
Just give us some thought. I'm going to do a poll in Patreon to see who's interested. To be honest with you, I got to get rid of some of this whiskey here. I have too much, and it's a great way to get rid of it. So. In a good way, right? In a good way, but it's a lot. So, all Let me know, Mark, if you are in for it. I know you're on the West Coast. We'll figure out something, but let me know, buddy. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to enter this stuff into the wheel here real quick.
You're gonna have to pair me up with like somebody like Jason or something. That's the only way they're gonna win.
It's all good, man. It's all for fun. I know it gets competitive as it gets down to it, but
well, the thing is if I didn't come on here without smoking a cigar, people aren't going to know who I am. So, and the cigar definitely screws me up a little bit when doing those.
Yeah, I get that. That's true. I can see that. People know who you are, though, Ed. There's a lot of there's people that cheers you all the time. They know who you are.
The worst part is the proof. When I sit there and think that hazmat horse soldier that Vic gave us, and I thought it was like 110, and I still patted it at like 125, and I still was way the heck off. I was like, oh, damn.
No. To be fair, that fucking horse soldier does not drink its proof point, bro.
Yeah.
I like when I tried it too. I thought that shit was like high 120s.
What I miss?
Giveaway's done. You get win.
I don't hear gunshots. What is that?
Maryland.
No, it wasn't
Must be
me.
Detroit. Must be Detroit.
Fireworks out here. I don't know why.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mother's Day fireworks?
No, it don't matter. No, it's just a Monday.
Oh.
It's time to light off fireworks
Monday.
over here.
It's just a Monday.
Ed knows.
We
He's been at my
yeah.
house.
Cheers to you, Rob.
Oh yeah, 4th of July, dude. I'm not going back over there for 4th of July. You die over there.
Come on, bro.
Damn,
you
dude.
gonna let me die by myself?
Think you're in Baghdad or something over there. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, it is like almost 2-3 hours worth, just nonstop. And it was not. And then I swear to God, I still think something came through that tent.
Right, you're taking fire.
Oh, we were, because we were out there just hanging out. He was doing a live. We were hanging out, and then all of a sudden, we saw something just come right through the tent. And I don't know if it was fireworks. I don't know if it was a bullet. I don't know what it was. Sure enough, there was a big old hole in Vic's tent. We're like, do we need to take cover? Do we need to go inside?
How many times did Ed win? All the time.
I don't win anything. I don't win anything.
Yeah.
It looks like Dusty's still doing the wheel. You told me I lost? Okay.
Now I'm doing the
Patreon.
giveaway wheel now.
Patreon giveaway. He did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I missed it. Did Tommy D win that? Congratulations, Tommy D. Looks like
All right.
he's talking
Here we
to
go. We are going to share the screen now. Let's see. Oops, that's not right. Come on. This one, I think. All right. Let's see. There we go. Come on. There's a lot of samples to give away tonight, so I think everybody's going to win here at some point.
Or one person's going to win all of them.
There we go.
Ed.
All right.
As has happened.
They could. So Vic, you are in for 4. Randall is in for 4. Eric Gunderson is in for 4. Tom S is in for 1. Ed is in for
Shit ton.
20. Wait. I'm sorry,
He
10.
did say put him in.
Um,
Are you talking, Ed? Because you're muted. I can't hear you.
Huh?
Yeah, because I had an airplane going over. I was going to say, take out all but 4 for me.
All but 4?
But he
Yeah.
did comment when he put
Come
it
on,
up there,
Ed.
said, just enter me for 4. But okay. Hey, put them all in there.
All right.
Whatever. Whatever you want to do.
Jeez.
I appreciate you, Dan.
All right. Of course.
He wants to give me a
I
better
appreciate you, Ed.
chance. We all appreciate Ed.
All right. Walker is in for 4. Top Jimmy is in for 6. And Mark Emanecker is in for 4. Let's shuffle this bad boy up.
That's all.
Again, there's a lot of samples to go around here tonight, guys. So I got 3 of this Toasted Origin. I have 3 of our Origin pick. I have 2 of this Southern Collective, and then 2 of the where'd that bottle go? 2 of the Starlight Mizunora
Starlight.
from
And alls.
yeah, from Alls. Yep. All right, here we go. So the first sample. Do you really?
Not the same one. When we went to the pick,
We're going to
for
do
Pearls
this
of Hope
for
last
the
year,
Starlight sample. This is for Starlight sample number 1. Here we go.
Mizunara Starlight from the pick.
Walker
Hines.
Congratulations.
That's Walker. We're going to shuffle again. This is going to be for the second sample of that Starlight.
Big Vic.
Randall.
Oh,
Rigged.
Congratulations.
Rigged.
All right, let's do the 2 all right, we'll do a sample of the Southern Collective for the end Alzheimer's. Top Jimmy.
Top Jimmy speaks.
All right, congrats, Top Jimmy. Shuffle again. This is for the second sample of that Southern Collective.
Top Jimmy.
I will send him a double sample. I have a whole bottle, so I'm not worried about it. Let's shuffle again. Come on. I can't even see it spin.
Yeah, that one
It
was-
kind of spins and then it stops.
You can hear it click.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
The confetti's getting in the way.
Congratulations,
Randall.
All right,
Randall.
Randall. Congrats, Randall. All right, so now we are going to get into the Origin series. So we're going to do the 3 samples from the Origin Toasted. That is not our pick, so that's the one that's 130 proof.
Is that a dragon's milk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Vic.
Yeah.
Oh, now it is rigged.
Yeah.
That's Vic.
Did you float him a 50 before this? Is that what's going on, Vic?
Congrats, Vic. Here we go. Sample
Thank you,
number
sir.
2.
Thank you, sir.
Again, that Origin is delicious.
And Top Jimmy.
Jimmy.
That was on the line.
Yeah, I mean, that's right on the line. All right. Last sample of the Toasted Single Barrel Origin goes to
Great.
Walker. Congrats, Walker.
Congratulations.
All right. Now we go into the 3 samples from our origin pick. Here we go.
The dogs are out. Who let the dogs out? Oh,
Randall.
come on. Congratulations, Randall. Duplicate.
Mark was so hopeful.
I was. I mean, it ends with E. It's close.
Sample number 2.
No way.
Come on,
Congratulations, Eric.
Eric.
Eric
Maybe a little harder
Gunderson.
next time. Just a little better push.
All right, Eric, congrats. All right, here we go.
You hear it clicking, but I don't see it moving.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thomas.
Yes.
Thomas.
Okay. So I don't know how many. Let me see. I don't know how many samples I'll get out of that 200 ml.
What are you
I don't know how
doing?
many
1
samples.
ounces?
Yeah.
So on a 1 ounce,
6.
you'll be able to get
6 or
like
7. 30 mLs is an ounce.
All right, I'm going to do one more sample of each one, the origin and the toasted origin barrel. So here is a sample of the toasted origin.
6 is 180 mLs, but you drank some.
at the head.
Congratulations, Ed.
It's La Cabeza to you.
Hey, Eduardo de la Cabeza. Sir, sorry, sir.
Congrats, Ed.
Thank you, sir.
You got a sample of that 130 proof toasted dragon's milk coming to you. And this is the last sample of our stuff.
It's rigged.
Victorino.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Big.
Congrats, Vic.
At this point, you're going to need to owe Vic a bottle.
All right. Congrats, y'all. Congrats to the winners.
Congratulations, everyone.
That was everything tonight, right? Yes, that was everything tonight. All right. Let me hide this on screen. There we go. All right.
Everyone.
All right. And there's still all right. The chat has died down for sure. I haven't seen anything since 11:11. That's the last one I saw, right?
Yep.
The last one you guys saw?
Northwest.
All right.
Yep.
All right, so we will go backstage in at that point, guys. Cheers, y'all. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Much appreciated. If you guys haven't seen on the Patreon, we did have a Patreon drop for the Green River. I promise you want a bottle or two of that. I will see you guys next Monday night. Cheers, everyone. Have a good night, y'all. See you.
Cheers.
Cheers.